A year ago, the Bourne Braves were seeking their first Cape Cod League championship since 2009. However, the season was filled with many ups and downs.
Another day, another Braves loss. Bourne falls 5-1 to Hyannis to drop to 5-7-3 on the season.
Pop-up, shallow center field, going out Peck, coming in Rockefort, in the alley, it's Carson Rockefort, who's there to make the catch. What a finish is the Braves win, their third in a row. Throws to first base, that is in time, as that'll do it here from Doran Park. For the third time this year, Harvey Shapiro has faced his former team of the Bourne Braves, and they have tied at 2 apiece.
But as postseason time rolled around, the Bravos found their groove.
Coming in Horvath. Horvath is there. He makes the catch, and the ball game is over. The trek has just begun for the Braves as they advance to the Western Division Finals. The Braves are back, and they defend their title in the best of the West. And they got a second date with the Brewster Whitecaps, who they will face in the Cape Cod League Championship for the second consecutive summer. Breaking ball grounded up the middle, stabbed by Cummings, goes to second for one. The toss to first base is in time. Cummings spikes his glove. Get up, Bourne. The Braves have gotten their revenge. Cape Cod League champions for the first time since 2009.
And to defend their Cape Cod League championship, the Braves have added plenty of firepower.
First pitch, breaking ball. Bender flies it out deep to left center field. Going back is Matheson, still going back, looking up, and it's gone! Derek Bender gets the Bourne bats going early. A solo shot to deep left center field. It's 1-0 Bourne.
It's a brand new day of Bourne Braves baseball, and it starts right now.
The road to the Cape League Finals continues from McKeon Park. It's a 2022 West Finals rematch as the Hyannis Harbor Hawks play host to the Bourne Braves. Hyannis looking to punch their ticket back to the title match for the first time in 13 years as the Bravos are eyeing their goal to run it back. Good evening, everybody. Alongside Matt Scalzo, I'm Cam Manna. Happy you could join us on this cloudy Monday night, but Matt, baseball on the horizon, and we got to take a look at round one for both of these teams. Game one for Hyannis and Falmouth, a blowout. Same for Bourne and Kitsui, but game two for both sides, thrillers in extra innings coming here into round number two.
Yeah, you touched on it in game one. You saw both offenses for Bourne and Hyannis get off to that hot offensive start, was able to hold on to that lead despite some late pushes by both Kitsui and Falmouth. But then you look into game two, and you saw a much different story. Falmouth got off to a hotter start. Hyannis pulled it back, eventually went to extra innings, where Hyannis got it done, scoring 2 runs in the 10th and held Falmouth quiet in the bottom of the 10th. Meanwhile, you look at Bourne in that game, too, fell behind early. So a similar storyline for both teams. And then you saw that late rally in the 8th and in the 9th. Sam Peterson sparked that with his triple. And then Bryce Eblin, the huge hit in the bottom of the 9th, 2-strike count, able to extend it to extra innings. And you saw Josh Kuroda-Grauer come up with a clutch sac fly to send Bourne here to the second round.
And Matt, to come here in the second round, Bourne taking 2 games, that sets up Tristan Smith perfectly to take the mound here for the Bravos. 3 straight wins in his last 3 starts, 14 innings, 20 strikeouts for him. He's kind of been that ace for Bourne right now, and he gets to lead off on the mound here in the West Finals.
Tristan's been outstanding this whole summer. We saw him as well. His last time he came into McKeon Park went 5 innings of shutout baseball. Bourne did take the loss, but Tristan was outstanding, and you touched on his later appearances, picked up Cape League Pitcher of the Week, and he's been outstanding. Exactly who you want to start on the mound to set yourself up to head home to Doran Park tomorrow night.
West Finals Game 1 coming up, but we have a lot more to talk about, so we'll send it to Before the Bravos. Mojo Hill and Allie Navarrete got you covered, so we'll send it over. Allie?
Thank you, Cam. Very excited to be here at McKeon Park for the first West Division Final edition of Before the Bravos. Mojo, Braves are on the road again, ready to take on the Harbor Hawks, who they have the advantage over in the regular season series, but you look back on their time at McKeon Park, and it's kind of up and down. Had the very first win of the season when the Braves were the worst team on Cape Cod, and finally got that one done in early June. And then they come back in July, have to play 2 games in the same week that just were pretty brutal, to be completely honest.
Yeah, they've had some tough games here, especially last time Tristan Smith pitched here when he was so brilliant, but they let things get away from them with the bullpen. But it's a new season. It's the postseason. They're on their longest winning streak of the summer so far, and yeah, it's game one. It's huge to hopefully get out to a win here. I think on paper the Braves are pretty easily favored here. I mean, looking at just the lineups and the pitching matchups, I would actually be more confident in them taking this one than the two that they've already taken, just from a purely on paper standpoint with Tristan Smith going, and then this lineup just up and down I think is one of their more complete lineups of the recent going.
Totally, and I love the 1-2-3 hitting lineup here for the Braves. You got Vasti leading off, JKG, and then Bryce Eblin. And I talked to Coach Landers before the game, and he told me that not only does he trust those guys to not strike out a lot, as he said, but also, they've really emerged as the leaders of this team. They do so on offense, on defense as well in the infield, and also showing up to the field early and putting in the work. I think the three of them have really thrived in these playoffs so far, and you saw it there in the top 9 of Game 2 when Ebbs came up to the plate and Vasti and JKG were already on base. Hit that 1-2 count. Almost looked like they were going to have to play Game 3, but then Bryce came up clutch. And I agree with you. Top to bottom, I like this lineup. We'll see Pete Chifreda for the first time in playoffs, but he had a great night, reaching base 4 times the last time the Braves played Hyannis in that regular season finale.
Yeah, he's back in there after singing the national anthem. Luckily, his OBP is higher than his singing voice, but yeah, he had some good pipes too. But yeah, I like him in that 9 spot with Peterson down there, and I really like Eblin batting third. He's been batting cleanup a lot, which is, we've talked about how that's unconventional, even though it's been working with all the hits he's been getting. But I think he's more of a classic 3-hitter type of guy, and then Bender's really more of a typical cleanup kind of guy. So I think those two complement each other really well. And I remember I wasn't huge on JKG batting second for a while, but he's been swinging the bat a lot better recently. He's been lifting the ball, which I think is the most important thing. I feel like he was just grounding out a lot. He just wasn't getting on the ball, but he's been getting in the air a lot more, and it's already paid the results. He's hit his first summer home run, and he had that key walk-off sac fly, and he's come through, and he provides a lot of energy and sparks when he's lifting the ball and swinging like he is right now.
Totally. JKG, one of the shining stars of the playoffs. He also hit that walk-off sac fly to send home Vasti and get the win over Katuitt in Game 2. But also back to pitching, you throw Tristan Smith out there. It's just so huge that we didn't have to use Tristan Smith in a Game 3. He gets to start here in the West Division Final and hopefully channel some of that magic he had before the fog the last time he pitched at McKeon Park. But Braves with a really big opportunity here to get the win over Hyannis in Game 1 and repeat what happened in 2022. We will take a quick step aside for the national anthem. Cam and Matt when we come back.
Not being able to make it to Doran Park is no excuse to miss the Braves in action. You can watch every Bravos home game live on the Born Braves television network. From stellar pitching performances, dazzling defensive plays, and big-time power displays, you can catch it all from the comfort of your home. It's your favorite Cape League team live on your screen. Just head to the Born Braves YouTube and join the fun.
You can catch the Born Braves all summer long at Doran Park. With more than 20 home games this season, Braves baseball is just a short drive away, whether you're on or off the Cape. With free admission to every Cape Cod League game, nights at Doran Park provide family fun for everyone. First pitch for all Braves home games is at 6, and you can check out the Bravos' full schedule over at our website, bornbraves.org.
The Born Braves organization is looking for families willing to host 1 or 2 players for the Cape League season. It generally runs from the first week in June to early August, and the bond between many host families and their players extend beyond the summer and form lifelong friendships. If you are interested in learning more about this opportunity, visit bornbraves.org.
Braves fans living on the Cape far from Doran Park? Too far of a drive to make the trip west on any given night? Well, don't worry, because the Braves are coming to you. The Bravos' full slate of games includes trips to all East destinations, including Orleans, Chatham, Brewster, Harwich, and Yarmouth, as well as West Division road trips to Katuitt, Hyannis, down south to Falmouth, and off Cape to Wareham. So wherever you are located on Cape Cod, the Braves will be in your area and are a can't-miss family fun activity. To see the Bravos' full schedule, head over to our website, bornbraves.org, and come join the fun.
Commercial Electric Solutions, Cape Cod's most valued and professional electric subcontractor who has been providing exceptional services to both commercial and residential customers for over 10 years. Do you have an electric problem? CES has the solution. Cape Cod Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is a proud sponsor of the Bourne Braves. Cape Cod Orthopedic Sports Medicine and Physical Therapy is the region's largest and most experienced orthopedic group, accepting new patients at our Sandwich and Hyannis clinics. Convention Data Services, or CDS, is a technology company based in Bourne and a proud supporter of Cape Cod baseball. Since 1986, CDS has been delivering customized solutions to the global trade show industry. Keep up with CDS on their website at cdsreg.com and follow them on Facebook and LinkedIn.
Mojo.
Marty Chevrolet, your dealer for the people, proudly supports the Bourne Braves baseball team. See all our cars and trucks at martychevrolet.com, and go Braves.
Let's get back out to the ballpark. It's time for First Pitch with Cam Manna and Matt Scalzo.
It's time for game number 1 of the West Finals here from McKeon Park. It's a 2022 rematch, the Bourne Braves and the Hyannis Harbor Hawks. Good evening, everybody. Alongside Matt Scalzo, I'm Cam Manna. Hyannis taking the field first, and Zachary Volker on the mound for them. Matt, we saw Volker back on July 15th here at McKeon Park. 4 innings for him, 4 walks to 4 strikeouts, but only 1 earned. A quality outing for the righty out of Iowa.
Yeah, he did a great job commanding the zone. While he did lose to some hitters and giving out those 4 walks, you're going to want to keep those down. But he did a great job commanding himself, making sure not too many runs came across the score, just held him to 1. Did a great job at controlling situations, not letting too many hitters get away from him, and giving his team a chance to win, where they eventually did in walk-off fashion.
Here's the lineup that the Bravos bring here in game number 1. Hyannis at home, and the Bravos looking to strike. Jonathan Vastine will bat first. He'll play shortstop. And the hero on Saturday, Josh Crotograver, will bat second and play second base. Bryce Eblin, the other hero in that 8th inning, he'll play third and bat third. Derek Bender bats fourth and do the catching. Kendall Diggs in the 5-hole playing right field. Garrett Michelle bats 6th. He'll DH. New Contratus bats 7th. He's back at first. Sam Peterson, 4 RBIs so far in the postseason. He bats 8th and plays left field. And Pete Trufretta, his first start here in the playoffs. He'll bat 9th and play center field. Bourne and Hyannis, the rematch, 2022. It was a 2-0 victory for Bourne, sweeping the Harbor Hawks. Only 1 loss for Bourne in the playoffs last summer in round number 1 against Falmouth. But this time, Hyannis, the higher seed, the number 2 team in the West. Bourne, the number 4 team, so Hyannis with that home field advantage. And Matt, Bourne coming off a thriller, Hyannis the same. What's the key for the Bravos offense to get off early?
I think you got to just get your hits across. You saw a little while. It took that offense to get into gear, get those hits going against Cotuit in Game 2, but you saw in Game 1 they had some hits early in that second and that third inning event and breaking through eventually. I think you just got to set the tone early, and Jonathan Vastine's a great person to get it with. You just got to put balls in play. Too many strikeouts early on in the game against Cotuit yesterday, or 2 nights ago, excuse me.
Vastine, the lefty, steps in. Zachary Volker, the 6'1 righty out of Iowa, takes the bump. Game 1 of the West Finals here from McKeon Park. Volker set, Vastine set. And here's the first pitch. We're underway. It's a called strike to Vastine. Born in their blue uniforms with the red lettering and the red numbers. They'll go with the gray pants with the red striping. Volker from the windup. Fires in the 0-1 pitch. Vastine clips it back out of play. And Hyannis, the orange jerseys with the white and blue lettering, and they'll go with the pinstripe pants here on this one. First pitch was at 6 p.m., 74 and cloudy here from McKeon Park. No balls, 2 strikes. Volker, the highlight kick. Here's the pitch. It's a fastball up and outside. Vastine 4 for 9 so far in the playoffs. 1 RBI, has batted first in both games against the Kettleers. Volker sets again, the 1-2 offering. Breaking ball, wave and a miss for Vastine. Volker puts the first batter down here in his first start in the postseason, and there's one away. And we'll take a look at your Hyannis defense. From left to right in the outfield, it's Trey Lipsy. Will Taylor anchoring in center. Zach Earhart plays right. And from third to first in the infield, it's the dangerous Cameron Smith at the hot corner. John Gazdar plays shortstop. Elijah Hainline at second. Brandon Ike at first. And Bennett Thompson, the battery with Volker, excuse me. First pitch to JKG. It's called strike. Carter Grauer, that hero on Saturday, the walk-off sac fly to take down the Kettleers. Stands tall in the righty's batter's box. Volker's 0-1 pitch, ground ball at second base, right at Hainline. Picks it up on a hop, fires to first, and it's in time for a quick out number 2.
Right now we're seeing Volker work early with that fastball. Keeping it on the outside to righties, inside to lefties.
Brings up Bryce Eblin. Has batted 4 so far in the postseason, bumped up to the 3 spot. Here's Volker's first pitch to Eblin. It's a breaking ball. That's going to miss above the letters. Your umpires for tonight's game. Mike Hinojosa will be the home plate umpire. Stephen Williams at first, Joe Gravina at second, and Christopher Scott at third. 1-0 pitch. It's a fastball outside. Quickly 2-0 to Eblin. In the regular season for Eblin, a .367 hitter, 20 RBIs, 3 for 10 so far in the playoffs. Volker's 2-0 pitch. It's an off-speed in the attic, 3-0. Cameron Smith was in at third base, now backing up. Shortstop and Gazdar shaded up the middle. Volker, we're going to work back, 3-0 pitch. It's a fastball called strike. And for Eblin, 2 strikes in his count. 9th inning. Katu had a chance to send it to game 3, but a big RBI single for Eblin. And later, Bourne winning that one. 3-1 pitch. Eblin a ground ball first base side and foul. It's been so big for the Braves. 17 games of consecutive hits for the Alabama infielder. Volker trying to work all the way back. Full count pitch, breaking ball dribbled foul, and Eblin stays alive. In the last start for Volker, 4 innings and 5 earned against Orleans. The walks were the trouble, 5-2 strikeouts. Looking for a 1-2-3 here. Payoff once again, Eblin line drive over the head of Hainline at second base and into right field. 18 games now for Bryce Eblin. Continues to mash and has not been stopped as he enters the month of August.
You can't say enough about what Bryce Eblin's meant to this lineup, especially as of late. What he's done in the last 18 games, it's been a historic streak for him. Now you look for him to see what he can carry forward from that at-bat to the rest of this lineup.
Steps in is Derek Bender, the righty. First pitch, called strike on the heater at the letters. 7 stolen bases for Eblin during the regular season, a threat on the paths. Ike holding him on at first base, 2 outs here in the top of the first. Here's the 0-1 pitch to Bender. It's an off-speed outside, 1-1. And Hyannis already with an arm warming up in the bullpen. Left-handed pitcher in left field. Volker from the stretch, first base side of the rubber. Slide step 1-1 pitch. It's a fastball at the knees to Bender, 1-2. A lot of fans have rolled in here to McKeon Park. Hyannis looking to go back to the finals for the first time in 13 years. 1 ball, 2 strikes, the pitch. Breaking ball, Bender not biting. Blocked from Thompson. Keeps Eblin steady at the backs. A slight pinch of the middle infield between Gazdar and Hainline. Another long at-bat here for Volker. Long look in, the 2-2 pitch. Fastball popped up first base side from Bender. The first baseman and Ike in foul territory by the Bourne dugout. He makes the catch. And that ends the top of the first here from McKeon Park. 1 hit and no runs for the Bravos. Bottom one coming up. Your first looks at the Hyannis Bats and Tristan Smith on the bump when we return.
The Bourne Braves organization is looking for families willing to host 1 or 2 players for the Cape League season. It generally runs from the first week in June to early August, and the bond between many host families and their players extend beyond the summer and form lifelong friendships. If you're interested in learning more about this opportunity, visit bournebraves.org.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Braves fans living on the Cape far from Doran Park? Too far of a drive to make the trip west on any given night? Well, don't worry, because the Braves are coming to you. The Bravos' full slate of games includes trips to all East destinations, including Orleans, Chatham, Brewster, Harwich, and Yarmouth, as well as West Division road trips to Cotuit, Hyannis, down south to Falmouth, and off Cape to Wareham. So wherever you are located on Cape Cod, the Braves will be in your area and are a can't-miss family fun activity. To see the Bravos' full schedule, head over to our website, bournebraves.org, and come join the fun.
Marty Chevrolet, your dealer for the people, proudly supports the Bourne Braves baseball team. See all our cars and trucks at martychevrolet.com, and go Braves.
No score after a half inning of play here from McKeon Park. We head to the bottom of the first inning, and the lefty out of Clemson, Tristan Smith, on the bump. His last 3 starts, all wins for the lefty. 14 innings, 1 earned run and 4 hits on 20 strikeouts in those last 3 outings, both against Wareham in the last 2. And he's gotten 10 innings in those with 15 punch-outs for Smith. So he's been so important on the bump. In one of those outings, it was 5 innings and no hits on the 24th, against the Gatemen. And this is the lineup that Hyannis brings to the table here tonight. Zach Earhart bats first. He'll play right field. John Gazdar batting .361. He'll bat second and play shortstop. The ever-so-dangerous Cameron Smith bats third. He'll play third base. Brandon Ike bats fourth and plays first. Bennett Thompson, he'll bat fifth and do the catching. Trey Lipsy bats sixth and plays left. Eric Snow, he'll bat seventh and DH. Will Taylor in center field batting eighth. And Elijah Hainline, he'll bat ninth and play second base. It was 1 hit for Bourne in the top of the first inning. A Bryce Eblin hit. 18 games now on his hit streak. And Smith facing a Hyannis order that batted .347 with 22 runs in round number 1 against the Commodores. It was a 13-6 win for Hyannis and then a 9-7 thriller in extra innings in game number 2. Smith gets the ball from Eblin. Quick fist bump, and he'll step on the mound. And Zach Earhart, the right fielder, will step in here. And this Hyannis team got late and hot in the regular season, finished second in the West. And that's second best record in all of the Cape League. The ready Earhart steps in. Smith from the windup. He's set. Here's the first pitch. It's a fastball called strike, and bottom one's underway. Earhart 2 for 7 so far in the postseason, 1 RBI. Smith glove with the belt. 0-1 pitch. Fastball outside. 1-1. A .297 hitter in the regular season. Usually in this top of the lineup for Hyannis. Stands in the back of the box. Smith a long look in. The 1-1. Fastball just outside at 92. Makes it 2-1. Some sun peeking out here now from McKeon Park. Cloudy and a drizzle all day long, but some gray clouds and some sun coming in on the third base side. 2-1 pitch from Smith. Called strike in the heater right on the inside corner. Makes it 2-2. .33 strikeouts on the summer for Tristan Smith. Looking to put Earhart down first. 2-2 pitch, line drive left field. Peterson shading in. He'll make the catch in the gap for out number 1. And we'll go right to Peterson for your Bourne defense. He's in left. Pete Freda anchored in center. Kendall Diggs plays right. And from third to first in the infield, it's Bryce Eblin at the hot corner. Jonathan Vastine at short. JKG at second. And New Contreras, he'll play first. Derek Bender, the battery with Tristan Smith. Another righty here for Hyannis is John Gazdar. Smith's first pitch, fastball just below the knees, 1-0. 361 hitter for Gazdar. Leads Hyannis with hits so far in the postseason with 6 on 11 at-bats. Smith's 1-0 pitch just outside, 2-0. 2 doubles and 3 RBIs for the infielder out of Austin Peay State. Smith agrees with the sign. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Fastball clipped back. And Smith fights back 2-1. But this lineup for Hyannis, they've found ways to score. An OPS at 933 during round number 1. 2-1 pitch from Smith, bounces to the plate. And quickly 3-1 here to Gazdar. Cameron Smith waits on deck. Looking to get that hot bat going here in the postseason. Smith, the highlight kick. 3-1 pitch. Gazdar clips it foul, first base side. And Smith works it full. Third baseman Eblin is back. Smith looking to put the first 2 down, the same as Volker did. The 3-2 pitch. Popped out of play from Gazdar, staying alive. Sixth start here for Smith. 7th appearance overall. The righty choking up in Gazdar. 3-2 once again. Ground ball chopped at Vastine. Stays patient, picks it up at his face, fires across the diamond. The stretch from Contreras. That's out number 2.
Nice for Smith. We've seen him be a high strikeout guy, but right now he's allowing his defense to make plays. A nice play from Vastine, that in-between hop. He waits back on it. Fires a strike to first. Nice athletic play from Contreras.
The righty Cameron Smith now steps in. Smith's first pitch. This one's low. Smith second in the MVP voting. 347 hitter. Had 6 home runs on 26 RBIs. The lefty in Smith fires in the 1-0 pitch. Breaking ball bounces to the plate. 2-0. 3 for 9 so far in the postseason, 2 RBIs. 6th in hits so far for Hyannis in the playoffs. 2-0. This one popped out of play, first base side. And Matt, we've seen the trouble for Smith during first innings, but so far here, very efficient to the first 2 hitters.
Yeah, he's keeping pitches low in the zone. Working outside to these righties. Trying not to leave anything over the plate.
His 2-1 pitch comes inside, but clipped first base side from Smith. And Tristan Smith works it back 2-2. Smith looking for a 1-2-3 inning. Sets from the windup. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Inside corner, he got him, strike 3. First punch out for Tristan Smith. His command on the bump and the consistency coming here in Game 1 of the West Finals. A 1-2-3 inning and no score after 1 here from McKeon Park. Top 2 coming up when you return on the Born Braves Broadcast Network.
BornBraves.org, the official website of the Bourne Braves, is your one-stop shop for everything Bravos. From directions to the ballpark, the full game schedule, team information, game recaps, roster news, and more. BornBraves.org is the place to go for information on your favorite team on the Cape.
This is Born Braves Baseball on the Born Braves Radio Network. You can listen to all 22 Braves regular season contests away from Doran Park here on our YouTube live stream. Can't make it to Chatham? 2-1 out for Wareham? Too busy for Brewster? Not to worry. Just search the Born Braves on YouTube, sit back, relax, and enjoy a summer night listening to your favorite team on the Cape.
Cape Cod Healthcare is proud to be the official healthcare sponsor of the Cape Cod Baseball League. And with 6 convenient urgent care centers across Cape Cod from Falmouth to Orleans, we're ready to treat a wide variety of minor illnesses and injuries, so you can get back to your regular scheduled summer plans quickly.
Open
we
daily
got,
with
Ryan?
no appointment needed and staffed by board-certified ER providers. View wait times at capegodhealth.org. Cape Cod Health Urgent Care, minor emergencies, major attention.
Four teams left in the Cape League playoffs and 2 in the West. It's Bourne and Hyannis. It's game 1 of the West Finals here from McKeon Park. Top of the second inning. No score between the Bravos and the Harbor Hawks. 5-6-7 for Bourne. Kendall Diggs, Garrett Michelle, and New Contratus. Back-to-back lefties here for Bourne. Zachary Volker, the righty, back on the bump. Faced 4 batters in the first inning, 1 single for Bryce Eblin. No runs. From the windup, his first pitch to Diggs. It's a fastball just outside, 1-0. Diggs 1 for 7 so far in the postseason, 2 walks. That's been his story on the Cape. 1-0 breaking ball from Volker, a called strike on the outside corner. Cam Manna alongside Matt Scalzo. Happy you could join us. Going to be a good one between Hyannis and Bourne. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Diggs, a big hack and a big miss. 1-2. Had 20 walks in the regular season.
Yeah, just a little late on that fastball.
Volker winds up. 1-2 pitch. It's a fastball grounded left side. Picked up at short from Gazdar. Fires across the diamond. It's in time for out number 1. Matt, we've seen a lot of close games here from Hyannis, and they've all started similar. The pitching playing well, but as the game goes on, the offense really starts to find their swing.
That's how it goes with a lot of games, really, is you try and figure out where to attack with each pitcher. And Bourne right now, they got the 1 hit off Volker.
Here's the lefty Garrett Michelle. First pitch is inside.
You try and see if you can pick up on tendencies, on how pitchers like to start.
Volker has the unique windup. Starts with the glove at his face and then just twists his elbow and then fires home. His 1-0 pitch. It's a half swing from Michelle. Makes it 1-1. Michelle 4 for 8 on the postseason. A home run and 3 RBIs. Had that home run against the Kettleers in game number 1. Volker from the windup. 1-1 breaking ball, and a big cut and a big miss from Michelle. Out in front, 1-2. Third baseman in Smith just shaded about 8 steps away from the third base bag. Volker kicks and deals in the 1-2 pitch. It's a fastball above the letters. 2-2. Michelle now widens the stance with 2 strikes. That's been his approach. Starts tall and now wide. Here's the 2-2 breaking ball. Just dribbled foul from Michelle. And he's made a lot of adjustments to his swing. 5 home runs, a team leading, including that one here in the postseason. 16 RBIs, batted .227 in the regular season, but of late, Michelle has swung a very, very hot stick. Now the 2-2 pitch. And driven back foul once again from Michelle, not going away.
It touched on his change of approach when he comes up to bat. That narrower stance, now slightly wider, like you said, with 2 strikes. It's led to a lot of success for him.
Here's the 2-2 pitch. Inside corner, just missing is Volker. Walked off the mound, he wanted it. Now a full count.
Michelle was 4 for 8 in that series against Katuitt.
Looking for the second base runner here for the Bravos. 3-2 pitch, fastball driven to left center field and deep. Taylor going back towards the warning track. He slides. He made the catch. Will Taylor tumbling towards the fence and making the grab. What a play from the Hyannis defense. That's out number 2.
Yeah, great play out in left field for Taylor. Lipsy was also coming over. A little scary play. We've seen it before here where we saw 2 outfielders collide with the first time we came to Hyannis. And good communication by those 2, making sure there was no collision and robbing Michelle of extra bases.
Brings up the righty New Contratus. First pitch, fastball up the knees, a called strike. That collision back on the first time these 2 teams played, June 16th on the 8-6 Bourne win. Volker kicks and deals. Breaking ball outside, 1-1. But another good swing there from Michelle. And he's driven the ball into the gaps a lot better, now going the opposite way. Contreras in a 1-1 count. Here's Volker's pitch. It's an off-speed, popped up first base side, shallow right field. Earhart comes in, now jogs a little bit faster. He'll call off the second baseman and hang line and make the catch to end the inning. First 1-2-3 for Zachary Volker in his second inning of work. Still no score here from McKeon Park. Bottom two coming up on the Bourne Braves Broadcast Network.
Not being able to make it to Doran Park is no excuse to miss the Braves in action. You can watch every Bravos home game live on the Bourne Braves television network. From stellar pitching performances, dazzling defensive plays, and big-time power displays, you can catch it all from the comfort of your home. It's your favorite Cape League team live on your screen. Just head to the Bourne Braves YouTube and join the fun.
You can catch the Bourne Braves all summer long at Doran Park. With more than 20 home games this season, Braves baseball is just a short drive away, whether you're on or off the Cape. With free admission to every Cape Cod League game, nights at Doran Park provide family fun for everyone. First pitch for all Braves home games is at 6, and you can check out the Bravos' full schedule over at our website, bournebraves.org.
We head to the bottom of the second inning here from McKeon Park. No score so far. Tristan Smith back on the bump here for the Bravos in 4-5-6 for Hyannis. Brandon Ike, Bennett Thompson, and Trey Lipsy due up. A 1-2-3 top half of the second for Zachary Volker. So far for him on the bump, the righty out of Iowa. No walks allowed so far. He had 9 in his last 2 starts for Hyannis, but so far efficient on the bump. And Tristan Smith, a 1-2-3, bottom of the first. Smith, the lefty, steps back of the bump once again. Ike, the righty, playing first base. His first swings. Here's the first pitch, a fastball driven to the gap in left center field. This one's down and rolls to the wall. Ike, a big turn at first base, jogging into second base. He'll be in there standing. And a leadoff double for Brandon Ike. His second extra bagger here in the postseason.
Yeah, does a nice job just turning on it, driving it to the left center field. More of a line drive, unlike Michelle's kind of fly ball that gave a chance for Hyannis to run underneath of this. No chance for Peterson or Trufreda to get over there in time.
Bennett Thompson, the catcher out of Oregon, will step in. First baseman in Contreras and Eblin at the corners. They're in on the grass. Smith now to the stretch. First pitch, fastball outside, 1-0. Thompson, 8 games during the regular season. 0 for 4 so far here in the playoffs. Stands in the back of the righty's batter's box. Middle infield pinched here for Bourne. Smith will look at second. 1-0 pitch. Fastball once again. Off the mark, 2-0. Big swing there for Ike. Had 2 doubles in the regular season. Now 4 for 8 here in the playoffs. JKG holding him on at second base. Vastine shaded at short. 2 balls, no strikes. Here's the pitch. Fastball called, strike at the knees on the inside corner. Few steps back now at third for Eblin. Contreras the same at first. Smith a long look in. Now stands tall from the third base side of the rubber. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Breaking ball just below the knees. Crowd here on the first base side wanted it. Makes it 3-1.
Similar spot to where that fastball was called for a strike here in this at-bat to Thompson.
Smith a long look in once again. Hyannis looking to strike first here in the bottom of the second. 3 balls, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. It's a fastball low. And Thompson, a quick jog to first base. First and second here early for Hyannis. And here's Trey Lipsy. And these are the spots in playoff games when the magnitude is this high that you have to come through. For Hyannis on the offensive side and Bourne looking to work out of a jam.
Yeah, you're coming to that big spot in the bottom part of the order. Lipsy was good in that series against Falmouth. And then you got Eric Snow, who was outstanding to follow.
Here's the first pitch to the lefty. He shows bunt. It bounces off the umpire in Hinojosa and in front of Bender. Both runners will advance. Ike to third, Thompson to second. 2 runners on the pond for the Harbor Hawks and a big spot for Lipsy. And Matt, back to your point, 3 for 5 against Falmouth. 4 RBIs that led this Hyannis team.
And now his job becomes a bit easier. That double play no longer available for Bourne. Still early in the game, but you want to try and limit.
Here's the 1-0 pitch. It's a fastball inside to Lipsy. 2-0. Lipsy out of The Ohio State University. Batting .242 during the regular season. Had 11 RBIs. Has Ike off third base. Thompson off second. No outs here in the bottom of the second. Smith, the lefty, glove of the belt. 2-0 pitch. Fastball down Main Street. Makes it 2-1. The outfield shaded back here for Bourne. Infield in. Two balls, 1 strike. Smith a look. The pitch. Fastball outside corner. 2-2. Now Vastine comes in a little bit more here. Contreras a step back on the grass at first. Eblin creeps in at third. Bourne looking for out number 1. Smith a deep breath, 2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch to Lipsy. Fastball popped up in the infield. Bender drops his mask. He'll make the catch on the third base side for out number 1.
It's a big first out for Smith, and more importantly, holds the runners where they are. Now you got to get through a guy that, just like Lipsy, was 3 for 5 against Falmouth. Never striked out in that series.
4 RBIs and a home run for Snow. The RBI chance is his. Smith will look in. High leg kick. First pitch, it's a fastball, but it's blocked from Bender. Nice job there from Bender behind home plate. Has had to do a lot more catching with the departure of Bodine. The infield's still in here for Bourne. It's Eblin. Toes on the grass at third. Vastine now shaded behind the runner at second in Thompson. And JKG even with the second base bag at second. Here's the 1-0 pitch. This is a fastball just above the letters to Snow. Held back in the check swing, makes it 2-0. Had a go-ahead home run here. That was back on July 10th against Bourne. His only home run during the regular season. And those cowbells ringing. Scott Landers comes out here with the whole entire infield to talk to Smith. And Matt, for Smith, we've seen these jams in the first inning of most of his starts so far, especially against Katuitt. We saw it at Puller Park against Wareham. But here right now we're seeing it in the second inning. Put Lipsy down, but Snow in a 2-0 count.
Yeah, he's lost a little command here in the second inning. And, didn't benefit from that pitch that kind of spiked in front of home plate, bounced off Bender. You're just looking to settle down here, and it's a smart mound visit from Scott Landers. A couple pitches that have, been right on that in that area of the zone and just called for a ball. You got to settle back in as a pitcher here. It was a good fastball to Snow, just a little high.
Smith and Snow set once again. 2 balls, no strikes, 1 away. Big chance here for the Harbor Hawks. Smith's pitch. Fastball called strike on the inside corner. And Smith continues to try to work back. Makes it 2-1. Ike led off the inning with a double. Thompson fall with a walk. A pop out from Lipsy. And Snow has those 2 runners on. Smith's 2-1 pitch. Fastball outside corner. Makes the count 2-2. 2 really good spots there from Smith. Staying low on the off speed and the fastball. Has one punch out so far that came in the first. A long look in. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Ground ball at shortstop. Vastine charges, picks it up, a throw to third base. They will tag out the runner in Thompson, but Ike will score. It's a fielder's choice for Eric Snow. And Ike jogging in. Hyannis strikes first here in the bottom of the second. It's 1-0.
Yeah, ground ball that, it's going to score a runner. For Smith, though, you get that go-ahead or another run instead of not being 90 feet away. It's all the way over at first here, and you can breathe a little easier, so smart play from Vastine.
Brings up the righty Will Taylor. First pitch, a wave and a miss. But a very smart play there from Vastine. Charging in, and then it's just a snap throw to third base. Had the chance to get Thompson. So could stop the threat here for Hyannis. It's Snow off first base with 2 outs. 1 run here for the Harbor Hawks. Smith from the stretch. 0-1 to Taylor. Fastball just below the knees. Makes it 1-1. Taylor 0 for 2 so far in the postseason. Plays his baseball at Clemson. Teammates here with Tristan Smith. Nice battle here on the biggest stage in the Cape. 1 ball, 1 strike. Smith will look at first. The pitch, it's a fastball just above the letters. Taylor held back in the check swing. These are kind of the bragging right moments you talk about when you're back at school, too.
Yeah, a little added intensity here in the playoffs now.
Here's the 2-1 pitch. Breaking ball cut out and missed. Taylor almost to 1 knee. And Smith 1 strike away from working out of the jam. Snow a 2-step lead off first base. Contreras holding him on. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 away. Smith, eye set, the pitch. Fastball's popped out of play behind home plate. All the games so far between these two teams, especially here at McKeon Park. Biggest victory was for both Bourne and Hyannis, 2-run games. Last meeting here was a 4-3 win for Hyannis on July 15th. They've all been close. Smith, the 2-2 once again, breaking ball low, blocked from Bender, and Taylor works it full. Elijah Hainline, the 9-hitter, waits on deck. Normal depth here for the Bourne defense. Those cowbells coming louder behind home plate once again. Smith, glove at the bell to look at first base. Here's the payoff pitch. Fastball clipped out of play once again. And Taylor stays alive. For Hyannis so far in the postseason, they've been able to strike first and keep the offense alive. We've seen Bourne crawl back, down 4-0 last night against Katuitt. The 3-2 once again, off speed, inside corner, he got him, strike 3. Second punch out for Tristan Smith. Works out of the jam. 1 hit and 1 run for the Harbor Hawks here in the bottom of the second inning. We head to the top half of the third. Bourne looking to get the offense going when we return on the Bourne Braves Broadcast Network.
Commercial Electric Solutions, Cape Cod's most valued and professional electric subcontractor who has been providing exceptional services to both commercial and residential customers for over 10 years. Do you have an electric problem? CES has the solution. Cape Cod Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is a proud sponsor of the Bourne Braves. Cape Cod Orthopedic Sports Medicine and Physical Therapy is the region's largest and most experienced orthopedic group, accepting new patients at our Sandwich and Hyannis clinics.
It is Ike.
Convention Data Services, or CDS, is a technology company based in Bourne and a proud supporter of Cape Cod baseball. Since 1986, CDS has been delivering customized solutions to the global trade show industry. Keep up with CDS on their website at cdsreg.com and follow them on Facebook and LinkedIn.
Did I tell you once that in the middle of an inning,
Marty Chevrolet, your dealer for the people, proudly supports the Bourne Braves baseball team. See all our cars and trucks at martychevrolet.com, and go Braves.
The Harbor Hawks get one in the bottom of the second inning. We head to the top half of the third here from McKeon Park. Game number 1 of the West Finals, a 2022 rematch, Hyannis and Bourne. 8-9-1 here for the Bravos, looking to strike. But Zachary Volker, so far, 1-2-3 inning in the second inning. Faced 4 in the first on 1 hit and 1 strikeout for him. Alongside Matt Scalzo, I'm Cam Manna. Thanks for joining us here. Two teams that played a lot of close games during the regular season. Hyannis off early, Bourne looking to strike back. They'll start with the righty Sam Peterson. Volker from the windup. The high leg kick. Here's the pitch. It's an off speed. It's a called strike at the belt. Peterson 5 for 9 so far in the playoffs. 4 RBIs. Has a triple as well for the Braves. Was big in game number 1 against the Kettleers. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Peterson, a hard ground ball left side. Gazdar nabs it short. Long throw across the diamond. He'll get Peterson by a step. What a play from John Gazdar. The athleticism on the long throw. There's one away.
Hard hit ground ball stabbed on the backhand. You got to set your feet quickly, especially with a speedy Peterson hustling down the line, and Gazdar makes a nice strong throw.
Brings up the 9-hitter, Pete Ciuffreda. Playing center field here tonight. Volker shakes off the first 2 signs. Now sets. Here's the first pitch. Off speed, hangs upstairs, 1-0. First start here in the playoffs for Ciuffreda. Had 1 at bat against Gatuit. On the first pitch, it was a hit by pitch. He'll face the second pitch here. Ciuffreda, a drive to right field and deep. Looking up is Earhart. Goodbye, baseball. Ciuffreda with the emotions. His second home run here at McKeon Park. And once again, it's an early drive. Bourne ties it up at 1.
Ciuffreda slotted in place of Harrelson ahead of this game, like Cam said, his first start. And he always brings the energy in there. Just gets a fastball right down the heart of the plate. And Ciuffreda makes no mistake about it. 102 miles an hour off the bat. Flies over the right field fence. It's a frozen rope.
Top of the order now, and Jonathan Vastine. First pitch, fastball inside. But Ciuffreda pumping his chest after the home run. Had a leadoff home run on the first pitch. That came back here in McKeon Park on June 16th. And that one a very, very similar home run, way into the trees and right. Here's the 1-0 pitch to Vastine. Upstairs in the off-speed, 2-0.
Yeah, instead of first pitch, it was second pitch he saw. And he always brings the energy, a huge, huge boost in the dugout. You can always hear him.
2-0 to Vastine, breaking ball. Called strike at the belt. Vastine 0 for 1 so far. Struck out to lead off this game. Volker looking to work back. 2-1 pitch. Popped up third base side in foul territory. Smith at third base goes all the way towards the bullpen. Now backpedaling, and this ball drops down. It's foul. 3 players converging. Gazdar, Lipsy, and Smith all coming over towards the bullpen, but just dropping between them.
Yeah, Smith was the one that was over there, was the first one there, and, Lipsy or Gazdar might have had a better angle, but Smith, he kind of overran it, and then that ball tailing back towards field of play, and just got to reach over your head. Tough play.
Here's the 2-2 pitch. Vastine, a base hit right up the middle. A 2-hopper into center field. Back-to-back hits for the Braves, a home run from Ciuffreda, and a 1-out single for Vastine. Brings up JKG.
That's a breaking ball that just hangs right in the middle of the zone. Vastine, with the way he played in game 2, he was not going to miss this time.
Volker now from the stretch. Carter Grauer steps in. Here's the first pitch. It's a fastball called strike in the outside corner. 3 hits for the Braves, tying this game up at 1. It was Hyannis in the bottom of the second, and Bourne. A loud run here in the top of the third. Here's the 0-1 pitch to Grauer, clips it back. Quickly 0-2. Vastine a threat to steal off first base. Had 14 during the regular season. It's Ike holding him on. Middle infield pinching here for the Harbor Hawks and Gazdar and Hainline. Volker sets. Here's the pitch. It's a fastball up and in. 1-2. Grauer 0 for 1 so far. Has started slow in games during the postseason, but has finished strong. Volker a long look in. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Breaking ball from JKG. A deep drive to left field. Lipsy going back. Track. Wall. It's out of here. Josh Grauer. Unbelievable here in the postseason. His second home run on the biggest stage. Gives the Bravos the lead. It's 3-1.
Josh has found his swing, and he's made no mistakes during this postseason run, and that's a breaking ball. That just hangs again from Volker. For Vastine was left in the middle. That one a little lower, but still up in that zone, and Josh, that bat flip early, 98 off the bat, 375 in distance deep into the trees in left center.
The Rutgers teammates wrecking some baseballs. First pitch here to the lefty Bryce Eblin. It's outside, 1-0. But Grauer has turned it on in the playoffs. His second home run, his first here in the West Finals. Volker's 1-0 to Eblin. Breaking ball at the knees, a called strike. A 2-run shot. And man, what an inning here for Bourne. Volker was in rhythm so far, and after putting the first batter down, Bourne with the noise. 1-1 to Eblin, a drive to right field and down the line. It's going to roll towards the corner past Earhart. Eblin, a big turn at first base. He'll put on the brakes and stay at the bag. Bryce Eblin, 2 for 2 here tonight. 2 singles in his first 2 ABs. And Bourne not going away. Here comes Derek Bender with 1 away.
Another breaking ball that, it's more inside, but to where it breaks, it's in the middle of that zone, and Eblin does a great job of getting his hands inside, turning around the baseball quickly. This is the exact response you wanted if you were Bourne.
Volker's first pitch to Bender is up and inside, and Thompson, his catcher, going to call time and talk to his arm on the bump. It was a Peterson ground out, but Giuffreda, Vastine, and JKG, and now Eblin. 4 straight hits here for Bourne, 5 on their game on the 3-1 lead. And Bender, another guy that can mash. But Bourne throughout the season, 6 on the Cape in home runs. It's not always been the long ball, but here in the postseason, a lot more home runs. We've seen Michelle, JKG, and Grauer once again matching up with his teammate this spring at Rutgers and Giuffreda.
And you look back to that home run with Giuffreda, he really just energized that Bourne dugout.
Pumping his fist, he was just excited. Volker back to the stretch. Here's the 1-0 pitch to Bender. Popped up first base side, running over his Ike towards the dugout, and it bounces out of play. And that's what Giuffreda's been for this team, a spark plug in this lineup. The bat's slowed down since early on, but that first home run just so similar. A no-doubter to right field. Giuffreda hyping himself up. He almost sprinted around the bases here on that solo blast. 1-1 pitch to Bender. This one knobbed at a play first base side once again. Makes it 1-2. Bender's 0 for 1. Popped out to first base. Back in the first to end the inning. Middle infield pinching here for Hyannis. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 away. Volker's pitch. Ground ball third base side and foul from Bender. Staying alive on the breaking ball. The game 1 loud noise for the Braves. That 14-8 win against Katuitt in Game 1 of the West Semis. And here's some early offense in the top of the third. Volker sets once again. The 1-2 pitch, fastball way upstairs. Makes it 2-2. Bender 4 home runs on his summer. And there's been a lot of big home runs for Bender as well. Looking to join the party. Volker, high leg kick, 2-2 pitch, breaking ball outside. Blocked from Thompson. Keeps Eblin at first base. And Bender works the count full. Normal depth for the Hyannis outfield, but that middle infield looking for a double play to stop the bleeding. 3-2 pitch, Bender ground ball at short, picked up from Gazdar, throwing a second for one. Hayline the throw to first, scoop from Ike, and it's in time. Right on cue for the Harbor Hawks. But a huge top of the third inning for the Bravos. Trufretta, a solo blast, and Josh Kroeter-Grauer not going away in the postseason. The 2-run bomb makes it 3-1 Braves. Now with more, here's Ali Navarrete.
Thank you, Cam. I'm sure you and Matt touched on it, but such a full circle moment for Pete Trufretta. Back all the way in early June, he hit a first pitch of the game home run here at Hyannis. Obviously, the Bravos would go on to win that one and get their first win. And I remember vividly when Pete came into the dugout to celebrate, he said, you know what, I'm only here till June 24th, so I'm going to get mine. But obviously that's not what happened. Coach Landers and the rest of the staff here at Bourne decided to keep Pete around. And while it's been an up and down summer for him, I heard Matt say it, he's just been such a spark for these Bravos when he can get hot. And today with that homer taking the lead here against Hyannis, the celebration was definitely different. It wasn't, I'm going to leave in a bit, so I'm going to get mine. It was, let's win this thing today. So a very special moment there for Pete in the dugout, obviously following up with his Rutgers teammate hitting a homer as well.
We thank you, Ali Trufretta, and his whole entire Bravos team looking to stay here for the remaining of the week, itching to run it back here on the Cape. 3-1 Bourne after 2.5, bottom 3, coming up here from McKeon Park.
The Bourne Braves organization is looking for families willing to host 1 or 2 players for the Cape League season. It generally runs from the first week in June to early August, and the bond between many host families and their players extend beyond the summer and form lifelong friendships. If you are interested in learning more about this opportunity, visit bournebraves.org.
Braves fans living on the Cape far from Doran Park, too far of a drive to make the trip west on any given night? Well, don't worry, because the Braves are coming to you. The Bravos' full slate of games includes trips to all East destinations, including Orleans, Chatham, Brewster, Harwich, and Yarmouth.
Felt good. Bottom 3 here from McKeon Park. Bourne, the bats are alive. Top of the third inning, 3 runs on the board, 2 home runs. Trufretta and Kroeter-Grauer, Rutgers teammates, mashing here in Game 1 of the West Finals. Here's the first pitch of the 9-hitter, Elijah Hayline. Fouls in the box, and Tristan Smith back on the bump for his third inning of work. Allowed 1 run in the bottom of the second inning. It was a fielder's choice from Eric Snow, brought in Brandon Ike. Here's the 0-1 to Hayline. This one back in the zone on the off-speed from Smith. Makes it 0-2. Hayline 1 for 1 in 2 games so far in the playoffs. Widens his stance here. No balls, 2 strikes. Smith the pitch, and this one clipped back right at the crowd, Mike. Smith 2 strikeouts so far, both to end half innings, the first and the second. 9-1-2 here for Hyannis. Smith will look in, the high leg kick. Here's the pitch. It's a fastball, just knob foul. Off the end of the bat, first base side. And the Harbor Hawks, that top seed. The crowd was loud early on, especially after that first run, but the Bourne offense quieting the Hyannis faithful here in this one. Smith, the 0-2 once again. It's a breaking ball way upstairs. Makes it 1-2.
And here for Smith now, your team gives you that lead, and it allows him to breathe a little easier. Starts him to get into his rhythm.
His 1-2 pitch. This one a chopper in the box and rolls foul third base side. Bender will pick it up. And as Matt mentioned, a chance here for Smith to have that cushion on the 2-run lead. That playoff atmosphere on full display here from McKeon Park. Game number 1. Smith back to the windup, third base side of the rubber. The 1-2 pitch, cut on and missed. Back-to-back strikeouts for Smith, his third. And there's one away here in the bottom of the third.
And the first time that he's put a Hyannis hitter down swinging. First two were both looking on fastballs painted down it inside to a righty. Turns back over to the top of the order here with Earhart, but Smith, first time we really saw him get ahead early to a hitter.
Top of the order, first pitch is Zach Earhart. Popped up high in the infield. Bryce Heblin at third, charges in, calls everyone off. He'll make the basket catch for out number 2. 2 quick outs here for Smith. Looking for his second 1-2-3. He'll have to get through John Gazdar. Gazdar 0 for 1, a ground out to shortstop back in the first inning. A few creep steps in from Eblin at third base. Smith sets already. First pitch, off speed, at the knees, a called strike. Now the efficient movement here from Smith, quickly back on the bump, not wasting any time. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Off speed, outside corner. This one off the mark. The Braves are going to command this lead behind their anchor on the bump. 1-1. It's an off-speed low in the dirt, 2-1. And Smith, the right guy to have here in Game 1 of the West Finals, set up Bourne perfectly to sweep Katuitt. Smith's been their anchor on the mound. 2-1 pitch, popped up. This one high in the infield, second base side. Crowder Grauer waves his hands. He'll make the catch for out number 3. Smith's second 1-2-3 inning here in the bottom of the third, and momentum on the side of the Bravos. After 3, a 3-1 Bourne lead on the long ball. Top 4 coming up here from McKeon Park. I'll hand play-by-play off to Matt Scalzo.
Commercial Electric Solutions, Cape Cod's most valued and professional electric subcontractor who has been providing exceptional services to both commercial and residential customers for over 10 years. Do you have an electric problem? CES has the solution. Cape Cod Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is a proud sponsor of the Bourne Braves. Cape Cod Orthopedic Sports Medicine and Physical Therapy is the region's largest and most experienced orthopedic group, accepting new patients at our Sandwich and Hyannis clinics. Convention Data Services, or CDS, is a technology company based in Bourne and a proud supporter of Cape Cod baseball. Since 1986, CDS has been delivering customized solutions to the global trade show industry. Keep up with CDS on their website at cdsreg.com and follow them on Facebook and LinkedIn. Marty Chevrolet, your dealer for the people, proudly supports the Bourne Braves baseball team. See all our cars and trucks at martychevrolet.com and go Braves.
Back at McKeon Park into the top of the fourth inning. It's 3-1 Bourne over Hyannis in Game 1 of the West Division Finals. A trip to the championship on the line in this series, a rematch of 2022. Matt Scalzo alongside Cam Manna. One of the outstanding third inning, looking to take momentum as a first pitch strike from Volker catches the outside corner to Kendall Diggs. It's 0-1. Tristan Smith, a 1-2-3 bottom of the third, followed up a 3 spot in the top of the third inning, highlighted by 2 home runs from the Bourne Bats. 0-1. Swing and a miss from Diggs on the fastball. It's 0-2. Solo home run from Chufreda tied the game and electrified the Bourne dugout. Vastine a single, and then Josh Kuroda-Grauer, a 2-run shot to left center. That's the difference here. Diggs in an 0-2 hole as Volker comes back out. Time is called by Diggs in the box. It's Diggs, Michelle, and Contrades due up here in the top of the fourth. Diggs is 0 for 1. Grounded out to Gazdar at short, his first time up, back in the second inning. Volker set the 0-2. Fastball upstairs. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Righty on lefty, Volker set. He rocks. And the 1-2. Diggs lifts this in the hot air, deep to right field. Down the line, if it's fair, it's gone, and it's foul. Ooh. Turned on that fastball.
We said right during the break, we were talking about, imagine just seeing a Kendall Diggs bomb right here.
He's been due. Didn't have any during the regular season, but has a lot of power. The 1-2. Fastball called strike 3. Just catching the inside corner. Diggs doesn't like the call. Well, there's 1 gone in the top of the 4th on Volker's second strikeout.
Nice pitch there from Volker, working back after a long drive from Diggs that was foul and going right back to his fastball, painted inside.
First pitch to Garrett Michelle, popped up third base side. This will go out of play into the bleachers behind the Hyannis dugout. 0-1. Michelle, he flew out to left his first time up. Here's the 0-1. Michelle, he turns, drives this deep in the air to left field. Lipsy going back, looking up. It is gone! Garrett Michelle, his second home run of the postseason. And the long ball is on full display for the Bravos in Game 1. It's 4-1 in the top of the 4th.
Something in the air here from McKeon Park. Baseball's flying out. Michelle going the opposite way. The second time he's done that on a long ball. That's a fastball that just upstairs, middle, and it's gone.
First pitch to New Contrades. He cuts and misses on the fastball. It's 0-1. Garrett Michelle, he got hot towards the end of the regular season, and he's carried it forward here into the postseason. 0-1, Contrades, a ground ball straight to the second baseman in the hand line. He picks it up, tosses to first, and it's in time for the second out.
And 6 home runs for Michelle now. That's a team leading by 2 for the Braves. And it's crazy to think that for Michelle, as Matt mentioned, just turning it on. And turning it on at the best time for the Braves. Just a spark now in the middle, bottom of the order for the Bravos.
That brings up Sam Peterson. He's 0 for 1 with a ground out to Gazdar at short. First pitch to him is an off-speed that catches the inner part of the plate. 0-1. Hyannis struck first in the bottom of the second, but it's been the home runs for the Braves the last 2 innings. 0-1. Peterson fooled on the breaking ball, and it's quickly 0-2. Volker, the 0-2. Fastball high and outside. A ball on 2 strikes. Now to Peterson, standing in the righty's batter's box. Had a really strong first series against Katuitt. The 1-2. He takes down and away as it bounces in front of home plate. Count evened at 2-2 with 2 away. No shift on in the infield or the outfield. It's a 4-1 Bourne lead. Solo home run from Garrett Michelle has extended that up to 3 runs here on the top of the 4th. 2-2. Swing and a miss. Peterson couldn't catch up to the fastball. 3 strikeouts for Volker. That will end the inning, but Michelle, another home run, his second of the postseason. It's 4-1 Braves as we head to the bottom of the 4th here at McKeon Park.
BourneBraves.org, the official website of the Bourne Braves, is your one-stop shop for everything Bravos. from directions to the ballpark, the full game schedule, team information, game recaps, roster news, and more. BourneBraves.org is the place to go for information on your favorite team on the Cape.
This is Bourne Braves Baseball on the Bourne Braves Radio Network. You can listen to all 22 Braves regular season contests away from Doran Park here on our YouTube live stream. Can't make it to Chatham? Too worn out for Wareham? Too busy for Brewster? Not to worry, just search the Bourne Braves on YouTube, sit back, relax, and enjoy a summer night listening to your favorite team on the Cape.
Cape Cod Healthcare is proud to be the official healthcare sponsor of the Cape Cod Baseball League. And with 6 convenient urgent care centers across Cape Cod from Falmouth to Orleans, we're ready to treat a wide variety of minor illnesses and injuries, so you can get back to your regular scheduled summer plans quickly. Open daily with no appointment needed and staffed by board-certified ER providers. View wait times at capecodhealth.org. Cape Cod Health Urgent Care, minor emergencies, major attention.
Welcome back to McKeon Park, bottom of the 4th, and it's 4-1 Braves. Solo home run from Garrett Michelle in the top of the 4th has extended that Bravos lead, his second home run in this postseason. And it's Cam Smith to lead off here in the bottom of the 4th, facing Tristan Smith. Smith kicks, deals, first pitch off speed at the knees. It's a called strike, and it's 0-1. 3-4-5 for Hyannis, Cam Smith, Brandon Ike, and Bennett Thompson. Due up, the 0-1. Smith pops it up out of play. And it's 0-2. Smith struck out looking his first time up. That was in the bottom of the 1st. Smith now, his offense has given him that lead, and he looks calm, cool, and collected on the mound. The 0-2. Fastball spiked in. 1-2. Derek Bender having a laugh with home plate umpire Mike Hinojosa. The 1-2. Smith chops one, third base side. Eblin picks it up on the move, fires to first, stretch from Contrades, and he's got it for the first out.
The first baseman from Virginia Commonwealth, number 5, Brandon Ike.
So Smith bouncing back from that second inning where he gave up a run. He's had, in the first and the third, 2 1-2-3 innings. He's looking to do the same here as that Bourne offense has come alive. Highlighted by the long balls. The first pitch off speed is down and away to Brandon Ike. He's the one that started Hyannis' offensive night. He has the lone hit. A double to the left center field gap eventually came in to score. 1-0 breaking ball downstairs, 2-0. He came in to score, fielder's choice of Eric Snow. Bennett Thompson was out on that play. 2-0 from Smith. Popped up out of play, first base side. It's 2-1. Strong crowd on display here at McKeon Park. It's game 1 of the West Division Finals, a rematch of 2022, where Bourne took down Hyannis in just 2 games. Ike drops to one knee as the 2-0 is fouled straight back. 2 balls and 2 strikes. 1 away, bottom of the 4th. A 4-1 Braves lead. No shift on in the infield or the outfield. The 2-2 from Smith. Fastball beneath the knees. Count runs full to Ike. First baseman out of VCU. Came in late in the season for Hyannis, but he's been a big part of their offense. Batted .271 in the regular season. Payoff pitch. Check swing. Did he go around? Yes, he did. 4th strikeout for Tristan Smith. 2 away in the bottom of the 4th. They peel down to first, and first base umpire and Stephen Williams has the angle right down the line. And breaking plane was Ike. 2 away now in the bottom of the 4th. Bennett Thompson comes up to bat. Thompson walked back in the 2nd. First pitch just from Smith, fouled straight back. That's 0-1. 8 righties in this Hyannis order. Just one lefty. It's Trey Lipsy. Bourne with 8 arms available in the bullpen. 4 righties and 4 lefties. 0-1. Thompson pops it up. This will go out of play. First base side right over top of my head. And the rest of this crowd down the first base side. 0-2 with two-way. Smith with 4 strikeouts. Looking for number 5 here. He's quickly ahead on Thompson. Smith kicks, deals the 0-2 delivery. Hard hit ground ball, third base side, out of reach for a diving Bryce Eblin. It rolls into left field. Bennett Thompson picks up the second Hyannis hit. And there's a man on first with 2 outs. Here in the bottom of the 4th, coming up to bat, Trey Lipsy.
And a great swing there from Thompson. A little bit out in front of a fastball, but just keeping his hands through and slapping it into left field. And trying to just get Tristan Smith here out of rhythm. It's going to take some consecutive hits and some good base running from the Harbor Hawks.
Now the lone lefty and Trey Lipsy. He comes up to bat. He's 0-for-1. Popped out to Bender. His first time up. First pitch. It's a breaking ball that misses inside. 1-0. Thompson with a 2-step lead over at first. Contrades holding on to him. The 1-0 home. Fastball above the letters. 2-0. Grauer in the 3-4 hole on the right side of the infield. Vastine shading towards the second base bag. Eblin creeped in on the third base side. 2-0. Fastball downstairs. 3 balls and no strikes to Trey Lipsy.
And that's what it takes here for Hyannis. 2 good hitters in the bottom of the order, and Lipsy and Snow have been very hot. Can turn it over for Hyannis and cause some trouble.
Lefty on lefty Smith from the stretch. Lipsy sows bunt on the 3-0. It's downstairs. And it's a 4-pitch walk to Trey Lipsy. Puts runners on first and second with 2 away. Here in the bottom of the 4th.
Designated hitter from South Florida, number 3, Eric Snow.
And another big spot here for Snow. And these are the times he's come up big so far in the postseason. 4 RBIs. Had a fielder's choice so far today that brought in a run. Big chance here for him.
Lipsy off first and Thompson off second. Runners not being held on to. Grauer shading towards second base. First pitch to Snow. Caught on, missed on the changeup. It's 0-1. Giuffreda playing out in straightaway center field. The 0-1. Fastball high and outside, a ball and a strike. Lipsy off first, Thompson off second, 1-1 count. Smith the pitch home. Snow golfs this one out to shallow left center field. That'll drop in for a base hit. Peterson picks it up. The throw home is off target. Advancing over to third now goes Lipsy, is coming in to score is Thompson. Snow delivers once again. He cuts the deficit down to 2 on an RBI single.
And that's the kind of battle that you expect in these games, and that's what we've seen for Hyannis and Bourne here from McKeon Park. One team strikes early, another team crawls back late. And right now, still early on in this one, but the Harbor Hawks getting help from the bottom of their order. Eric Snow coming out of nowhere for them. 5 RBIs now in 3 games so far in his playoffs.
And now Will Taylor comes up to bat. So the tying run here for Hyannis is on the base paths in Snow. Lipsy's over at third, 90 feet away from making a one-run ball game as Will Taylor steps in. Clemson teammate of Smith. He went down looking his first time up. First pitch, fastball cut on, missed. It's 0-1. Hyannis is the first team to push a run across against Smith since July 17th at Katuitt. Smith gave up 1 run in 4 innings of work. 0-1. Called strike on the fastball. It's 0-2. Snow's at first, Lipsy's at third. Smith from the stretch on the third base side of the rubber. The 0-2. Taylor fouls it straight back, and we'll go again.
And even if Hyannis only gets 1 here in this inning, big for them to kind of bring some momentum on their side, cut this lead to 2, show the offense is still there, and Smith trying to work them out of the game.
The 0-2. Swing and a miss! Taylor chases the high fastball. Smith has his 5th punch out, and he escapes the inning with only 1 run given up. It's 4-2 Braves as we head into the 5th here at McKeon Park in Game 1 of the West Division semifinals. That's the final spot I stand.
The Bourne Braves organization is looking for families willing to host 1 or 2 players for the Cape League season. It generally runs from the first week in June to early August, and the bond between many host families and their players extend beyond the summer and form lifelong friendships. If you're interested in learning more about this opportunity, visit bournebraves.org.
Braves fans living on the Cape far from Doran Park? Too far of a drive to make the trip west on any given night? Well, don't worry, because the Braves are coming to you. The Bravos' full slate of games includes trips to all East destinations, including Orleans, Chatham, Brewster, Harwich, and Yarmouth, as well as West Division road trips to Cotuit, Hyannis, down south to Falmouth, and off Cape to Wareham. So wherever you are located on Cape Cod, the Braves will be in your area and are a can't-miss family fun activity. To see the Bravos' full schedule, head over to our website, bournebraves.org, and come join the fun.
Marty Chevrolet, your dealer for the people, proudly supports the Bourne Braves baseball team. See all our cars and trucks at martychevrolet.com, and go Braves.
Back at McKeon Park, here into the 5th inning. It's 4-2 Braves in Game 1 of the West Division Finals. Matt Scalzo alongside Cam Manna. Happy to be with you here tonight at McKeon Park. Lights coming on as the sun's beginning to set. It's a clear night. It was a little cloudy before first pitch, but it's turned out to be a great night as the 9-hitter and Pete Ciuffreda leads off against Zach Volker. Ciuffreda shows bunt, tries to put it down the third base side. It just clips off his bat. Dribbles foul third base side. Ciuffreda a little angry, steps back into the box. He's 1 for 1. A home run that sparked this Bourne offense back in the 3rd inning. The 0-1. Breaking ball hangs outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Jonathan Vastine and Josh Kuroda-Grauer to follow with the top of the order after Ciuffreda. The 1-1. Breaking ball, and Ciuffreda bounces off a home plate, and it's 1-2, a little out in front. The 1-2. Breaking ball downstairs in the dirt. Ciuffreda lays off. Count evened at 2-2.
And really good patience there from Pete. That's something we've seen the improvement on his swing.
Volker kicks the 2-2 delivery. Fastball zips upstairs. Full count to Ciuffreda, who leads off here in the top of the 5th. Here's the payoff pitch from Volker. Fastball upstairs. Ciuffreda works a walk, and he tosses his bat towards the Bourne dugout.
Tossed his bat and pumped his fist as well. Just these big moments for Ciuffreda. And we heard from Allie, just a guy that brings just a spark and a loud piece of energy to this team.
Now it's back to the top of the order with Jonathan Vastine. He's 1 for 2, singled and scored back in the third. First pitch fastball is up above the letters 1-0. On deck is Josh Kuroda-Grauer. Hit a 2-run home run his last time up. Giuffreda leads off first. Here he goes. Pitches inside. The throw is off target. Giuffreda slides in safely. It rolls into center field. He's on his way to third. He's in there standing. Haven't seen Pete steal a base in a while, but he does there, being aggressive, and he advances over to third as a throw from Thompson missed off to the right.
And waiting to see on this call for Vastine, because this was an inside pitch, and then as the throw was thrown from Thompson, Vastine kind of swung. We're there, and you wonder what the initial offering on the pitch was from Hinojosa on that pitch, but it was an inside fastball, and then Vastine took it, and then about a second and a half later swung. And it was Eric Beatty, the manager for Hyannis, who came out to just ask what the call was because the scoreboard hasn't changed, still a 1-0 count.
And it will be a strike against Vastine. He was handcuffed inside. He's smiling over by home plate. Not sure if he's smiling in disbelief or what it may be. The count now moves to 1-1. Giuffreda is over at third. Still nobody out. It was Williams, the first base umpire, who made the call. Volker sets the 1-1. Vastine rips this down the right field line, and he hooks it foul.
And an interesting call, too, because you wonder, it feels like the initial call needs to be made right away on that pitch, and the throw was already a quarter of the way down to second base, and then Vastine swung.
Infield all the way in, across from first to third. The 1-2. Vastine pops this up. Deep left field. Lipsy racing over towards the line. He makes the backhanded catch. Tagging is Giuffreda. He'll score standing up, and Bourne stretches its advantage back up to 3 on the sac fly from Vastine. It's 5-2 Braves in the top of the 5th.
Great job there from Vastine, doing a job. That's an off-speed pitch, a little bit late, but just puts it in the air. That's what you got to do there if you're Bourne. And that's kind of been their switch on offense. We saw in late July kind of those big swings going back to June, but now doing their job once again. But looks like it's going to do it for Volker.
Beatty takes the ball from Volker, and Hyannis will be going to the bullpen here in the top of the 5th. We'll find out who the new pitcher is, get you everything you need to know when we return on the Bourne Braves Broadcast Network.
The Bourne Braves organization is looking for families willing to host 1 or 2 players for the Cape League season. It generally runs from the first week in June to early August, and the bond between many host families and their players extend beyond the summer and form lifelong friendships. If you are interested in learning more about this opportunity, visit bournebraves.org.
Braves fans living on the Cape, far from Doran Park, too far of a drive to make the trip west on any given night? Well, don't worry, because the Braves are coming to you. The Bravos' full slate of games includes trips to all East destinations, including Orleans, Chatham, Brewster, Harwich, and Yarmouth, as well as West Division road trips to Cotuit, Hyannis, down south to Falmouth, and off Cape to Wareham. So wherever you are located on Cape Cod, the Braves will be in your area and are a can't-miss family fun activity. To see the Bravos' full schedule, head over to our website, bournebraves.org, and come join the fun.
Cape Cod Healthcare is proud to be the official healthcare sponsor of the Cape Cod Baseball League. And with 6 convenient urgent care centers across Cape Cod from Falmouth to Orleans, we're ready to treat a wide variety of minor illnesses and injuries, so you can get back to your regular scheduled summer plans quickly. Open daily with no appointment needed and staffed by board-certified ER providers. View wait times at capecodhealth.org. Cape Cod Health Urgent Care, minor emergencies, major attention.
Evan Whitaker is out of the bullpen and onto the mound here, replacing Zach Volker, who goes 4 1/3 innings pitched, gives up 5 runs, 4 of them earned on 6 hits, struck out 3 and walked 1. He got the start for Hyannis. Matt Scalzo alongside Cam Manna, happy to be with you here. Whitaker comes in after making 3 appearances during the regular season, went 0-1 with an even 9 ERA, went 2 innings, struck out 3, walked 4, and gave up 3 hits, along with 3 runs, 2 of them being earned. His last appearance came on August 2nd at Doran Park against the Braves. Went 1 inning, gave up 2 earned runs on 2 hits, struck out 1, and walked 1. Whitaker out of Indiana University. Stands at 6'4" out of Westchester, Ohio. It'll be righty on righty against Josh Kuroda-Grauer. Nobody on the bases here, a 5-2 lead for the Braves. First pitch fastball is a called strike at the knees, and it's 0-1.
And those appearances so far, max 1 inning, so you wonder how far he goes here.
0-1. Fastball down and away. It's 1-1 now to Kuroda-Grauer, who's 1 for 2. Grounded out to second, and then his last time up, sent a deep home run to left center field, a 2-run blast. Gave Bourne a 3-1 lead. 1-1. Fastball painted outside. A ball and 2 strikes now with 1 gone here in the top of the 5th. The sac fly from Jonathan Vastine made it 5-2 Bourne. Now nobody on the bases. He brought in Pete Chufreda. 1-2. Kuroda-Grauer catches it off the end of the bat. Count moves to 1-2. Saw it hit our crowd mic there. The 1-2. Kuroda-Grauer, slow roller, third base side. Smith charges, gobbles it up, fires across the diamond, and it's in time for the second out.
Nice shot for the tall righty here in Whitaker and his just first batter on the mound. A few good pitches there to JKG. Went with the fastball a few times, had him late, and then that one just painted on the outside corner, and Kuroda-Grauer just protecting it out in front.
They'll now face Bryce Eblin. He's 2 for 2 with a couple of base hits. Hitting streak now up to 18 games for Bryce Eblin. First pitch swing, it's a blooper out towards right center field. This will drop in for a base hit. Bryce Eblin now 3 for 3, wasted no time on the fastball inside. Puts a man back on the bases with 2 away here in the top of the 5th.
We've seen the game that Chufreda's had right now. Josh Kuroda-Grauer with the long ball, Michelle as well. But don't forget about Bryce Eblin right now. Has not drove in any runs, but 3 really good swings to right, 3 singles.
An 18-game hitting streak, 10 of them have been multi-hit games now. Bender, first pitch, clips the fastball into the glove of Thompson. It's 0-1. Throw over to first. Eblin dives in safely. Righty on righty here against Bender. He's 0 for 2. Popped out to first and then grounded into a double play his last time up in the 3rd. 0-1. Fastball fouled straight back, and it's 0-2. Eblin off first, the 0-2 count. Whitaker sets. Fastball's outside, 1-2. From the first base side of the rubber, 1-2 count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Bender down on strikes. And that will end the inning. Eblin stranded over at first as Whitaker picks up his first strikeout of the night out of the bullpen. But Bourne stretches its lead back up to 3 on the sac fly from Vastine. It's 5-2 as we head into the bottom of the 5th here on the Bourne Braves Broadcast Network.
Commercial Electric Solutions, Cape Cod's most valued and professional electric subcontractor who has been providing exceptional services to both commercial and residential customers for over 10 years. Do you have an electric problem? CES has the solution. Cape Cod Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is a proud sponsor of the Bourne Braves. Cape Cod Orthopedic Sports Medicine and Physical Therapy is the region's largest and most experienced orthopedic group, accepting new patients at our Sandwich and Hyannis clinics. Convention Data Services, or CDS, is a technology company based in Bourne and a proud supporter of Cape Cod baseball. Since 1986, CDS has been delivering customized solutions to the global trade show industry. Keep up with CDS on their website at cdsreg.com and follow them on Facebook and LinkedIn. Marty Chevrolet, your dealer for the people, proudly supports the Bourne Braves baseball team. See all our cars and trucks at martychevrolet.com and go Braves.
Back at McKeon Park for the bottom of the fifth in Game 1 of the West Division Finals, a trip to the championship game, or championship series rather. Here on the line, Matt Scalzo alongside Cam Manna. While it's not do or die tonight, it's always good to get to that early lead. We saw Bourne and Hyannis take Game 1 in their West Division semifinal matchups against Katuitt and Falmouth. And right now it's the Braves with that early 5-2 lead here. The long ball's been on full display. 3 home runs for the Braves. A solo home run from Pete Ciuffreda and Garrett Michelle. Josh Grodegrauer, a 2-run home run as well. The Braves switched it up in the top of the fifth. Team baseball, the sac fly from Vastine brought in Ciuffreda. It's now 5-2 as Elijah Hainline leads off and does not go around on the first pitch breaking ball from Tristan Smith. It's 1-0. 9-1-2 due up here in the fifth. Fastball downstairs, 2-0. Lefty on righty here against Hainline. The 2-0 from Smith. Fastball upstairs, 3-0.
And this is where the Harbor Hawks want to start, get one back once again, and Hainline to turn over to the top of the order here if he can get on.
Starting to see some movement now for Bourne in their bullpen down the first base side. 3-0. Fastball catches outside part of the zone. It's 3-1. The 3-1. Down in the dirt. Leadoff walk for Elijah Hainline.
Big spot there for Hainline, and Smith trying to work back, just missing a few times low on that fastball. And he's just cleaning up the mound a little bit here, just a reset, but now big for Hyannis. Hainline's job as a second leadoff turns over the order, and now those top guys a chance to mash.
Zach Earhart comes up. He's 0 for 2. A fly out to left and a pop out to Eblin, his last time up. He shows bunt. Smith will throw over to first. And back standing is Hainline. Contrades has to reach over his head to make sure the ball doesn't go flying into foul ground on the right field line. Earhart showing bunt. First pitch from Smith. Earhart swings. It's a blooper. Left center field. Hustling back is Vastine. He can't make the catch. Fires to first, or to second rather, and Grodegrauer picks it up and taps on second base for the first out. Vastine couldn't make the spectacular over-the-head grab while running backwards, or racing into center field, but picks up the ball and tosses over to Grodegrauer, who's able to get the lead runner. Earhart will reach on a fielder's choice. It will be a fielder's choice. Not your average fielder's choice you see.
Tough for Earhart. That's a base hit into just a blooping over Vastine's head, but Vastine spinning around and JKG coming over, and Josh didn't have time to step on the bag. He used his glove to slap the bag there. What a play.
Scott Landers out of the dugout, onto the mound, having conversation with Smith, Bender, and the entire infield. He gives a fist bump to Tristan Smith. He's going to roll with him here. Looking to get out of the fifth. Looks to be Justin Lavelle that's warming up for Bourne in their bullpen. No, he will be a lefty, so another lefty, that is, for Bourne.
And Matt and I talked about it, 8 righties in this lineup for Hyannis.
Bourne does have 4 righties available. First pitch outside to John Gazdar, and it's 1-0.
And that play right there from Vastine, we'll go back in this game, depending on the outcome, understanding how big that could be if that can stop a Hyannis rally right now.
Gazdar is 0 for 2. The 1-0 home. Swing and a miss. On the changeup from Smith, it's 1-1. A big strike for Smith just to get back into his confidence, his swing of things. As Earhart leads off first, Contrades holding on to him. 1-1 with 1 away. Smith kicks, deals. Fastball outside, and it's 2-1. Two-one from Smith. Bounces in, blocked by Bender. Earhart holds over at first. And it's 3-1.
And Smith got that opportunity to bear down on that Vastine play. Maybe stopping some momentum here, but you don't want to put Gazdar on and have Smith, a guy that's trying to get hot right now, and we know what he can do with his bat.
Earhart a 2-step lead over at first. 3-1. Fastball high above the letters. It's another walk for Smith. Puts runners on first and second. Cam Smith coming up to bat.
And it looks like Landers here are going to leave in Smith. And you're trying to ride out your starter right now, try to get him through this 5th inning. Double play chance here for the Bravos is set, but tying run at the plate in Smith, and we know what he can do with the long ball.
We've seen it before, how quickly a game can change here at McKeon Park. First pitch to Smith. Fastball at the knees, a called strike. Smith trying to get through this 5th inning. It's a 5-2 Bourne lead. 0-1. Smith pops it up. Foul ground, first base side. Contrades hustling over, and it drops in foul ground, 0-2.
Good pitch there from Smith, too. Going to that fastball first low and off speed, working away from the righty and Smith. And this would be big right here. You put down dangerous 3-hitter and get out number 2.
The 0-2. Fastball inside. Snagged by Bender. He spins him around. 1-2.
Very nice glove there from Bender. Keeping that one in front, just snagging it. That gets by you, 2 runners advance.
Gazdar at first, Earhart at second, the 1-2. Smith drives it the other way, and this will fly out of play, first base side. Count stays where it is, a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2 from Smith. And Cam Smith will once again foul it off right field line. Count stays at 1-2. A long battle between 2 of the best on the Cape.
And Smith back-to-back times going fastballs out of the zone, trying to get Cam Smith chasing.
1-2, runners going. Smith golfs it right left field line. That'll roll all the way into the corner. Earhart will come in to score. On his way to third goes Gazdar. Smith, an RBI double. Makes it 5-3. And now the tying run is in scoring position for Hyannis here in the bottom of the 5th.
What a swing there from Cam Smith. Low and inside breaking ball to the righty. keeps his hands through, and big there for Hyannis, having Earhart going on the hit and run. He got that head start. That's perfection there on a hit and run. Over the head of Eblin down the line. And the Harbor Hawks always crawling back. One out, now 2 runners on.
That brings up Brandon Ike. A double and a strikeout for him so far. The tying run, and Smith is over at second base. Gazdar at third. First pitch in the dirt, blocked by Bender. Gazdar holds.
And if you're Landers here, depending on what Ike does, this may be the last batter for Tristan. Need some confidence in this at-bat facing the four-hitter.
Corners on the infield grass here. 1-0. Change up outside. 2-0. Smith leans in. He's got his sign from the third base side of the rubber, working from the stretch, the 2-0 home. Fastball high. The 3-0. It's a fastball down the chute, 3-1.
And what a way for Smith here if he can work all the way back against Ike. And that fastball's been there at times towards the outer half to righties.
Here's the 3-1. This is popped up out of play. Smith battles back, works the count full. Infield in here for Bourne. Vaston on the infield grass. Kuroda Grauer creeping in as well. Here's the payoff pitch. Ike, line drive, right field. That'll score one. Smith gets the wave around. Here's the throw home. It is not in time, and we are tied at 5.
And now this place is rocking from Hyannis. Whole crowd on their feet, third base side. And they may have just taken out one of the best starters on the Cape right now. Matt, it just starts off with a walk, one guy on base, a good defensive play from Bourne to nab Hainline at second base, but it's the walks that result into runs, and Hyannis taking advantage.
That will be the night for Tristan Smith. Goes 4 1/3, and it's Justin Lavelle out of the bullpen and onto the mound for the Braves. Tristan didn't deal a lot of walks during the regular season, but it's different in the playoffs. Wasn't his night. And Bourne's going to the bullpen here in the bottom of the 5th. Go-ahead run for Hyannis on the base paths. We'll be back after the break here on the Bourne Braves Broadcast Network.
BourneBraves.org, the official website of the Bourne Braves, is your one-stop shop for everything Bravos. From directions to the ballpark, the full game schedule, team information, game recaps, roster news, and more. BourneBraves.org is the place to go for information on your favorite team on the Cape.
This is Bourne Braves Baseball on the Bourne Braves Radio Network. You can listen to all 22 Braves regular season contests away from Doran Park here on our YouTube live stream. Can't make it to Chatham? 2-1 out for Wareham? Too busy for Brewster? Not to worry. Just search the Bourne Braves on YouTube, sit back, relax, and enjoy a summer night listening to your favorite team on the Cape.
Cape Cod Healthcare is proud to be the official healthcare sponsor of the Cape Cod Baseball League. And with 6 convenient urgent care centers across Cape Cod from Falmouth to Orleans, we're ready to treat a wide variety of minor illnesses and injuries, so you can get back to your regular scheduled summer plans quickly. Open daily with no appointment needed and staffed by board-certified ER providers. View wait times at capecodhealth.org. Cape Cod Health Urgent Care, minor emergencies, major attention.
It's a whole new ball game here at McKeon Park. 5-5 between Bourne and Hyannis in Game 1 of the West Division Finals. 3 runs by the Harbor Hawks here in the bottom of the 5th, and they're not done yet. Tristan Smith's night is done, and Justin Lavelle is out of the bullpen here for Bourne. The left-hander out of Palm Beach Atlantic College has been great as of late for the Braves. The regular season went 2-0 with 5 appearances, a 4.50 ERA, had 1 save and 8 innings pitched, 8 strikeouts, 3 walks. And he comes in a big spot here as Brandon Ike stands on first base. He's the go-ahead run. He just tied the game on an RBI single to right field. Brought in John Gazdar and Cam Smith. And now Bennett Thompson will come up to bat. It's been an exciting one. Hyannis got off to that hot start. Bourne answered back, and now the Harbor Hawks coming alive themselves. 3 runs here in the bottom of the 5th. Lavelle set on the mound. First pitch, it's a fastball called strike, going 1.
And for Lavelle, he's been asked to come into some big spots. In his last 3 appearances, he's gotten 2 wins as well. So is coming into a lot of close games. Both of those wins were in 2-run ball games.
The 0-1. This is popped up first base side. It'll go out of play.
But, Matt, it always seems like these games at McKeon Park so similar to this right now. And stage is a lot bigger, but this Harbor Hawks team all year has found ways to crawl back into games.
0-2 count, 1 away. Lavelle set, looks over at the runner in Ike, the 0-2 home. Bounces in, gets past Bender. Ike on his way to second. Count moves to 1-2, and now the go-ahead run in scoring position.
And another spot for Hyannis, just taking advantage of the Bourne miscues. Walks, wild pitches. Big spot here for Harbor Hawks.
The 1-2. Ground ball. This is foul, third base side. The 1-2. Breaking ball. Drops into the heart of the zone, and down looking goes Thompson. First batter faced. First strikeout for Lavelle. 2 gone in the bottom of the 5th.
Froze Thompson. Thompson's whole load and approach, he was out in front. Just looking for a fastball there from Lavelle, but he brought him the breaking ball. Really good pitch and a huge out.
Trey Lipsy now comes up to bat. He's 0 for 1. A pop out to Bender and walked his last time up. First pitch breaking ball bounces away from Bender down the third base side. He's quickly over to cover, and holding at second is Ike. One 1-0 with Ike over at second. Lefty on lefty between Lavelle and Lipsy. Lavelle looks over at second, the 1-0 home. Lipsy sends it deep in the air, left field. Racing back is Peterson at the track, at the wall. It is gone! Trey Lipsy going the other way and puts Hyannis on top. His first home run in not only the postseason, but the entire summer. And it's a big one. Makes it 7-5 Hyannis.
This place is bumping right now. Lipsy going the other way, as Matt said, and the other way as possible. 324 down the line in left. That one hooking towards the pole the opposite way. Wind playing a factor, but Lipsy putting a ball out. And the Harbor Hawks, man, their comeback mentality, leading by 2.
Eric Snow looking to keep the inning going. First pitch from Lavelle, swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 0-1. The 0-1. Breaking ball drops down and in, and it's 1-1.
And a big reset moment here for Lavelle, looking to just keep it where it is and not let Hyannis start a new rally.
The 1-1. Another breaking ball. This is down and in, 2-1. A 2-1. Snow drives this right center field. This will split the gap and go all the way to the wall. Smith around first, on his way to second. The throw from Diggs holds Snow at second. Hyannis has come alive here in the bottom of the 5th, and they're not done yet on the double from Snow.
Great pitch there from Lavelle. 94 at the knees, just missed towards the middle. And Snow, that in and out swing going right center field. Another guy in this lineup towards the bottom of the order that's come up big at a prime time. And a Let's Go Hawks chant now coming here behind home plate.
Will Taylor comes up to bat. He will be the 9th hitter in this 5th inning. Elijah Hainline began the inning with a walk. He's on deck. First pitch to Taylor. Breaking ball drops beneath the knees. 1-0. Taylor fouls it off first base side. Jammed inside on the fastball. It's 1-1.
And Taylor, really the only guy in this lineup right now that's been and out. The only guy as well that's not reached base so far, but has an RBI chance.
Snow over at second. Lavelle looking back. The 1-1 home. And Taylor fouls it straight back. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
And you wonder with Lavelle here, he's got a lot of 2-strike fastballs as he mix up here on an off speed. See what he goes with.
The 1-2. Fastball's popped up out of play first base side. Count stays where it is. It's been a long bottom of the 5th. Hyannis with 5 runs here. They have a 7-5 lead. Snow over at second. Taylor at the dish in a 1-2 hole. Lavelle kicks and deals. Breaking ball down and inside. Count evened at 2-2 with 2 away. Two from Lavelle. Breaking ball. Foul tipped into the net of Bender. Second strikeout for Lavelle. That will end the inning. But Hyannis with 5 runs makes it 7-5 Harbor Hawks as we head into the 6th here on the Bourne Braves Broadcast Network.
Not being able to make it to Doran Park is no excuse to miss the Braves in action. You can watch every Bravos home game live on the Bourne Braves television network. From stellar pitching performances, dazzling defensive plays, and big-time power displays, you can catch it all from the comfort of your home. It's your favorite Cape League team live on your screen. Just head to the Bourne Braves YouTube and join the fun.
You can catch the Bourne Braves all summer long at Doran Park. With more than 20 home games this season, Braves baseball is just a short drive away, whether you're on or off the Cape. With free admission to every Cape Cod League game, nights at Doran Park provide family fun for everyone. First pitch for all Braves home games is at 6, and you can check out the Bravos' full schedule over at our website, bournebraves.org.
Cape Cod Healthcare is proud to be the official health.
Back at McKeon Park, and it's 7-5 Hyannis here. Bourne coming up to bat, looking to strike back here. 5 runs by the Harbor Hawks in the bottom of the 5th. Trey Lipsy, the go-ahead 2-run home run. Just creeping over the left field fence. Kendall Diggs leads off, shows bunt, and he clips straight back. 0-1. Evan Whitaker back out for his first full inning of work. Came in and got the final 2 outs. In the top of the 5th inning, relieving Zach Volker. 5, 6, and 7 in the Bourne order. Kendall Diggs, Garrett Michelle, and Nuke Contrades due up. The 0-1. Fastball above the letters, 1-1. Shift on to the right side of the infield. The 1-1. Diggs lines this over the head of a leaping Hainline. It rolls into right center field, and it's a leadoff single for Kendall Diggs. His first hit of the night and second of the playoffs.
Matt, we know this is going to be an offensive kind of battle. That's what it's been so far, and Diggs, big single there. It's all about momentum. Hyannis had it with those 5 runs. Now Bourne looking to strike back and control the lead.
Garrett Michelle comes up to bat, 1 for 2. A solo home run his last time up in the 4th. Looking to get this Bourne offense back into gear. It's been a while since we've seen them. First pitch to Michelle. Towering pop-up. This will stay on the infield left side. Smith calls everyone off. Moving towards the line, and he makes the catch for the first out.
Tough out number 1 there for Bourne. That's an elevated fastball that Michelle just was behind and got under. And you wonder here, too, Diggs always not a big threat to run. How Bourne controls this inning.
Now the righty and Contrades comes up. Snap throw over to first, and Diggs is back safely. First pitch to Contrades is a fastball at the bottom of the zone, and it's 0-1. Sam Peterson's on deck. The 0-1 to Contrades. Ground ball, third base side. Smith picks it up. He goes to second for 1. The throw on to first. There's no throw. Fielder's choice puts Diggs away at second. Contrades takes his place over at first.
Nice patience there from Smith. Understanding how slow that ball was hit and knowing he may not be able to turn 2, but get that force, get the lead runner, and force those 2 outs.
Sam Peterson now comes up to bat. 2 away here in the top of the 6th. Throw over to first. Contrades back safely. He's more of a threat to steal than Diggs is. Contrades was 4 for 5 with stolen bases during the regular season. Peterson at the dish. He's 0 for 2. Looking to get his bat going in the series. He was huge against Katuitt. First pitch fastball. Upstairs, 1-0. 1-0 fastball is a called strike on the inner half, and it's 1-1. Righty on righty between Whitaker and Peterson. Contrades at first. Ike holding on to him. The 1-1 off speed hangs upstairs. 2 balls and a strike. Another throw over to first. Contrades ahead first dive. He's back in time. Peterson a ground out and a strikeout on his night so far. The 2-1. Swing and a miss on the fastball. It's 2-2.
Up the ladder there from Whitaker. 92, Peterson just tardy.
2-2 count with 2 away. The pitch home to Peterson. This is driven deep in the air to right center field. Going back is Taylor at the track, at the wall. He falls down and he makes the catch. Peterson gave it a ride, but Taylor able to track it down and make the catch for the 3rd and final out. As we head to the bottom of the 6th, it's 7-5 Hyannis in Game 1 here on the Bourne Braves Broadcast Network.
BourneBraves.org, the official website of the Bourne Braves, is your one-stop shop for everything Bravos. From directions to the ballpark, the full game schedule, team information, game recaps, roster news, and more. BourneBraves.org is the place to go for information on your favorite team on the Cape.
This is Bourne Braves Baseball on the Bourne Braves Radio Network. You can listen to all 22 Braves regular season contests away from Doran Park here on our YouTube live stream. Can't make it to Chatham? 2-1 out for Wareham? Too busy for Brewster? Not to worry, just search the Bourne Braves on YouTube, sit back, relax, and enjoy a summer night listening to your favorite team on the Cape.
Cape Cod Healthcare is proud to be the official healthcare sponsor of the Cape Cod Baseball League. And with 6 convenient urgent care centers across Cape Cod from Falmouth to Orleans, we're ready to treat a wide variety of minor illnesses and injuries, so you can get back to your regular scheduled summer plans quickly. Open daily with no appointment needed and staffed by board-certified ER providers. View wait times at capecodhealth.org. Cape Cod Health Urgent Care, minor emergencies, major attention.
Back at McKeon Park, it's 7-5. Hyannis over Bourne in Game 1 of the West Division Finals. A 5 spot in the bottom of the 5th. The difference here for Hyannis. Bourne was in control, and Cam and I can talk about how quickly we've seen games change here at McKeon Park, and they have not been in Bourne's favor. Held a 4-0 lead back on the 10th of July, and Hyannis put up 6 in an inning. That game was cut short due to fog, and Hyannis took that game 6-4. Justin Lavelle comes into his first full inning of work here. He'll face 9-1-2 Elijah Hainline. He led off the bottom of the 5th. He leads off here in the 6th. Lavelle, the lefty, rocks and deals. First pitch popped up, right field line. In foul ground, Contrades runs over, but he'll stop there as it lands deep towards the Bourne bullpen, and it's 0-1. No shift on in the infield or the outfield. The 0-1 to Hainline. Fastball. Called strike outside, 0-2.
It's been the fastball so far for Lavelle, but he's gotten some trouble. A few times he misses too much upstairs, and the hitters for Hyannis can elevate.
The 0-2. Fastball. High and outside. 1-2 now to Hainline. 0 for 1. Struck out his first time up in the 3rd, and then the walk the last time up. He was out on a fielder's choice. The 1-2. Breaking ball. Called strike on the outside corner. Hayline down by way of the K for the second time, and third strikeout for Lavelle. One away in the bottom of the sixth.
Great bounce back here for Lavelle to start off this inning. Got into some trouble and from the hitters that Smith also put on, but that home run as well from Lipsy. Really good pitch there from Lavelle. Pounding the zone and going to that off speed.
Back to the top of the order, it's Zach Earhart. First pitch breaking ball, it's in for a strike on the lower and outside half. It's 0-1. Here's the 0-1. It's a fastball that just misses up high. 1-1. The 1-1 from Lavelle. It's a fastball painted outside, and it's 1-2. No shift on the left-handed hitter out of Oklahoma State. A fly out, pop out, and a fielder's choice for him so far tonight. 1-2. Turns and lifts it foul, first base side.
And there's a righty warming up in the Bourne bullpen as well. That's something else to note. And Matt and I talked about it. 8 righties in the lineup for Hyannis.
The 1-2. Breaking ball. Too high, and it's 2-2. Earhart grounds it foul, third base side.
And Bourne in much need here of a 1-2-3 inning. A long at-bat here from Lavelle to Earhart, but what a 1-2-3 would do to just put a slow down here of the Hyannis offense. 6 runs in their last 2 half innings.
Two. Earhart catches a piece, lifts it foul. Count stays where it is. And there's more of that cowbell here from Hyannis.
Yeah, a lot of the fans with cowbells, some interns as well.
Two count to Earhart. One away, bottom of the sixth. 7-5 Hyannis, the 2-2 from Lavelle. Earhart again fouls it off.
And it's been a lot of fastballs here from Lavelle in this long at-bat that have been towards the upper half of the zone. You wonder here if he changes the eye level, goes back to that off-speed that got Heinlein.
Here's the 2-2. It is that breaking ball. Misses too high, though, and the count runs full. Full count here, 1 gone. Bottom of the sixth, the long at-bat here from Earhart. Lavelle, a deep breath on the mound, the payoff pitch home. Earhart turns, drives it deep in the air, left center field. Ciufreda back, now races in, and it drops in front. In the twilight zone, Peterson and Ciufreda didn't know where it was, and Earhart is aboard with an unconventional double.
Yeah, Ciufreda trailed back in center. It looked like he had it, and then saw the ball was way more in, sprinted in. Him and Peterson losing that baseball. That twilight zone, as Matt said, and that's played a factor here at McKeon Park in the few games that we've seen. Just lost there, and similar for last inning to end the inning for the center fielder in Taylor. Same thing happened to him, but he made the catch.
And now John Gazdar comes up. Man in scoring position here for Hyannis. That's their 8th hit. Looking to extend their lead. Gazdar rips this one through the right side of the infield. Diggs picks it up, coming around third. The throw home is not in time. Or is it? No signal yet. They're going to call him safe.
Yeah, weird there. Mike Hinojosa, the home plate umpire, Matt and I were both just waiting for a signal. He had no signal. He was waiting for the ball from Bender, but once he flipped it back to Lavelle, then all the umpires signaled safe. Weird situation there. Big for Hyannis.
Now it's 8-5 off the RBI single from Gazdar. First pitch to Smith. Checks his swing on the fastball. Did he go around? He did not, says Stephen Williams at first. 6 runs for Hyannis. Actually 7 over the last 3 innings. That's been the difference here. They got through to Tristan Smith. It's been a while since anyone's done that to him as the 1-0 breaking ball loops back into the zone to Cam Smith. And it's 1-1. You think back now to that fly out to left center, the twilight zone for Chufreda and Peterson. Neither of them could come up with it. Gazdar makes them pay with another RBI single, his 4th RBI of the postseason. Smith, the ground ball straight to Vastine at short. He scoops it up, fires to first, then they got 1. Gazdar goes over to second. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th.
Big out there for Lavelle on that ground ball. Good charge from Vastine and the smart decision to get the smart out. Bourne just want to keep it right here at a 3-run game. And it was really for this whole heart of the order for Hyannis. A big spot was Brandon Ike in this 4 spot. And he can come up big once again.
Ike is 2 for 3. First pitch, breaking ball in the dirt, blocked by Bender. Holding over at second is Gazdar, and it's 1-0. Ike, his 2-run single in the 5th, tied the game at 5. And then Trey Lipsy, 2 batters later, delivered a 2-run home run. Made it 7-5 Hyannis, and now Gazdar, his RBI single, has stretched the lead up to 3. Bourne led by as many as 3. 4-1 and 5-2. The 1-0. In the dirt, 2-0. Fastball above the letters, 3-0.
Yeah, tough here for Lavelle. Just once again, that fastball missing upstairs. Got to work back down in the zone here and try to work back against Ike.
Here's the 3-0 from Lavelle. Fastball painted outside, 3 balls and a strike. Lavelle looks over at Gazdar. 3-1 home, too high. It's a 2-out walk, puts runners on first and second for Bennett Thompson.
And Lanner's hoping here Lavelle can just get off this inning and give way to the 7th, and then Bourne can have more comfortability out of their bullpen, but don't want to try to go into it again here in the 6th and in this first full inning for Lavelle.
Ike off first, Gazdar off second. Bennett Thompson comes up to bat. A walk, single with a run scored, and struck out looking his last time up. First pitch breaking ball down and in. Bender scoops it up, sliding to his left, and it's 1-0. Thompson was the first batter that Lavelle faced out of the bullpen. Still trying to figure out who the righty is, and it is Mason Manriquez that is up for Bourne in their bullpen, the righty out of USF. The 1-0. Fastball tad low, and it's 2-0. Fastball called strike up high, and it's 2-1.
Back-to-back calls for both sides have the oohs and ahs and the boos. One in favor of Bourne, one in favor of Hyannis.
Two one from Lavelle. Chop foul, third base side. 2-2. Lavelle looking to get out of the inning here. The runs come across to score on the RBI single from John Gazdar. It's now 8-5. Hyannis over Bourne in Game 1 of the West Division Finals. Orleans already took Game 1 in the West, 8-4 over YD. 2-2 count, 2 away. Lavelle looks over at Gazdar at second. Here's the pitch home. Breaking ball. Hangs upstairs, full count.
It's that put-away pitch for Lavelle. Can he find it here? Huge full-count pitch.
On deck is Trey Lipsy. Had his 2-run home run his last time up that gave Hyannis the lead. Here's the payoff pitch. Runners going. Ground ball, third base side. Eblin picks it up on the backhand. Fires across the diamond to first, and it's in time. Huge play by Bryce Eblin to end the inning. It's 8-5 Hyannis as we head into the 7th. All hand play-by-play off to Cam Manna. He'll take you the rest of the way on the Bourne Braves Broadcast Network.
The Bourne Braves organization is looking for families willing to host 1 or 2 players for the Cape League season. It generally runs from the first week in June to early August, and the bond between many host families and their players extend beyond the summer and form lifelong friendships. If you are interested in learning more about this opportunity, visit bournebraves.org.
Braves fans living on the Cape far from Doran Park? Too far of a drive to make the trip west on any given night? Well, don't worry, because the Braves are coming to you. The Bravos' full slate of games includes trips to all East destinations, including Orleans, Chatham, Brewster, Harwich, and Yarmouth, as well as West Division road trips to Cotuit, Hyannis, down south to Falmouth, and off Cape to Wareham. So wherever you are located on Cape Cod, the Braves will be in your area and are a can't-miss family fun activity. To see the Bravos' full schedule, head over to our website, bournebraves.org, and come join the fun.
Cape Cod Healthcare is proud to be the official healthcare sponsor of the Cape Cod Baseball League. And with 6 convenient urgent care centers across Cape Cod from Falmouth to Orleans, we're ready to treat a wide variety of minor illnesses and injuries, so you can get back to your regular scheduled summer plans quickly. Open daily with no appointment needed and staffed by board-certified ER providers. View wait times at capecodhealth.org. Cape Cod Health Urgent Care, minor emergencies, major attention.
This is Jonathan Vastine, and you're listening to the Bourne Braves Broadcast Network.
Top of the 7th inning here from McKeon Park. It's an 8-5 Hyannis lead here in game number 1 of the West Finals. 9-1-2 here for Bourne, looking to strike back on the offensive side. The Bourne offense went cold in the 6th, but from the 3rd to the 5th inning, 5 runs for their offense. Pete Giuffreda, Jonathan Vastine, and JKG Dua. Carter Lovaz, the new pitcher on the mound for Hyannis. Lovaz added William and Mary. This will be his 11th appearance, 2-0 out of the bullpen. 14 strikeouts to 5 walks. His last appearance was on the 30th of July against Orleans, 2 innings. 1 run, it was not earned on 1 hit and 2 strikeouts. Big spot here for Lovas. Has gotten the comfortability and the insurance on the Hyannis offense. And they have come alive. 7 runs for them in their last 3 half innings. Lovas will work from the windup. Pete Giuffreda is in. Had the solo home run in the 3rd inning. Here's the first pitch to the lefty. It's a fastball to the backstop. Giuffreda walked and scored as well in the 5th. He's propelled this offense. That first run of the game for Bourne in the 3rd. Glove at the face from Lovas. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Fastball inside corner, called strike. 9 hits for Hyannis, 8 for Bourne. A shift on here for Giuffreda, the shortstop in Gazdar, shaded up the middle. And third baseman in Smith, 9 steps from the back. 1-1 pitch, popped up first base side, sails out of play. And Giuffreda, just his first start here in the 3rd game of the postseason. And his first real at-bat was the home run. Was 0-for-0 with a hit by pitch in game number 2 against the Kettleers. Lovas, 1 ball, 2 strikes. The pitch, breaking ball, just misses on the outside corner. 2-2. And for Lovas as well, faced off against Bourne, got the win back on July 10th. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The offering, breaking ball inside corner, just gonna miss low. Third baseman in, or the catcher in Thompson, thought he had it. Almost that snap throw to Smith on the throw around. Now a full count, Giuffreda looking to walk for the 2nd time. Lovas, the pitch. This one clips Giuffreda off the bat. Sigh of relief for Lovas and Giuffreda here. Battling in the box, that one chance to hit him as well. The righty from the windup once again. Full count offering. Fastball up and outside. Ball 4. There's the base runner that Bourne needs. Giuffreda jogs down to first base. A leadoff guy on the base paths in the top of the order gives way to Jonathan Vastine. It was Volker and Whitaker, now Lovas. And William and Mary this past spring, 19 appearances, was 5-1. Had 7 saves as well. Another righty on lefty matchup. Vastine steps in. From the stretch, Lovas. First pitch, it's an off-speed called strike. Vastine so far, 1 for 2. A sac fly in the 5th inning. Had a single in the 3rd. On the first base side of the rubbers, Lovas. 2-step lead for Giuffreda. It's a throw over, and Giuffreda slides back safely. Game 2 tomorrow from Dorn Park, 6 p.m. first pitch. And Hyannis, both of these teams have not lost in the postseason so far. 0-1 pitch, Giuffreda going, pitch outside. Thompson's throw to second base. Giuffreda off the bag, now back on, and he's out. Giuffreda slid past the bag. He was safe on the initial call. And then tried to get back to the bag, but Gazdar with the tag. Giuffreda had the stolen base in the 5th, gunned out there for out number 1. 1-1 count here to Vastine changes the whole complexion of the inning. Lovas back to the windup. Here's the pitch. Fastball up in the attic, 2-1. Thompson, a late throw, good jump from Giuffreda. Just a late slide, got him past the bag. 2 balls, 1 strike. Here's the offering. Fastball inside corner, called strike. Vastine doesn't like it, even at 2s. Vastine also struck out back in the 1st inning to start this game. Lovas going to put his first batter down. 2-2 pitch. It's a breaking ball outside. Moves the count full. Josh Kroger-Grauer waits on deck at the 2-run go-ahead blast in the 3rd. Lovaz agrees with the sign. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Fastball, swing and a miss. First punch out for Lovaz. And there's 2 away in the top of the 7th. Went to the fastball on the outside corner. Now gives way to JKG. That home run for Josh. It was all Bourne early on. Now it's all Hyannis. 2 outs here in the top of the 7th inning. Here's the first pitch to the righty. It's a fastball popped up, first base side. It's out of play. Josh now with 7 RBIs in the playoffs. 6 for 13 as well. That was his 2nd home run. Lovaz from the windup. 0-1 pitch, clipped back. Quickly 0-2. Both of the bat boys here racing on the first base side. Hyannis winning that battle. Packed house here from McKeon Park. The atmosphere on full display. Lovaz looking for a 1-2-3 out of the pen. 0-2 pitch, fastball up and outside. 1-2. The fastball just under 90 miles per hour for Lovaz, right around 88, 89 so far. Glove at the face. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Breaking ball, not biting is JKG. Moves the count to 2-2. Normal depth for the Hyannis infield. Second baseman and Hainline shaded up the middle. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 away. The pitch. Blooped out of play from Carter Grauer, staying alive. Back and forth ball game. Bourne first, Hyannis coming back and forth, keeping it within a 2-run game, and now taking the 3-run lead. The 2-2 once again, slow ground ball towards shortstop. Charging it is Gazdar, picks it up, fires to first. Close call. JKG is safe at the bag. Carter Grauer, the infield single. Gazdar took too much time. And Bryce Eblin steps in with a runner on with 2 outs.
That's what you need now if you're Bourne. You need base runners, and Josh hustling that play out. Even on a high chopper, he knew he had a shot. Now you give way to Bryce Eblin, who's 3 for 3 tonight. Looking to keep that hitting going for Bourne.
Throw over to first base. Carter Grauer slides back. 3 singles for Eblin. He has been stranded at first base all 3 times. From the stretch is Lovaz. First pitch, Eblin fouls it back. Had 3 hits coming into the postseason. It was 3 hits for Eblin in the first 2 games against the Kettleers. Now it's 6. That hit streak extended to 18 games for Eblin. Has Carter Grauer off first base with a 2-step lead. Ike holding him on. Lovaz a look, now he sets. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Fastball just misses outside. 1-1. Tough outing for Volker, but Whitaker, 1 2/3 innings, only 2 hits and no runs. And Lovaz looking to control it here on the defensive side. Highlight kick, 1-1 pitch, breaking ball way outside, 2 balls, 1 strike. As we mentioned, Bourne went cold in the 6th, but before that, it was the long ball, and the offense has been alive. 3 home runs for the Braves. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Eblin, high fly ball, center field and shallow. Taylor sprinting in, settles under it and makes the catch for out number 3. 1 hit and no runs here in the top of the 7th inning for the Braves. Hyannis in command, an 8-5 lead. We'll head to the bottom of the 7th here from McKeon Park.
Not being able to make it to Doran Park is no excuse to miss the Braves in action. You can watch every Bravos home game live on the Bourne Braves television network. From From stellar pitching performances, dazzling defensive plays, and big-time power displays, you can catch it all from the comfort of your home. It's your favorite Cape League team live on your screen. Just head to the Bourne Braves YouTube and join the fun.
You can catch the Bourne Braves all summer long at Doran Park. With more than 20 home games this season, Braves baseball is just a short drive away, whether you're on or off the Cape. With free admission to every Cape Cod League game, nights at Doran Park provide family fun for everyone. First pitch for all Braves home games is at 6, and you can check out the Bravos' full schedule over at our website, bournebraves.org.
Marty Chevrolet, your dealer for the people, proudly supports the Bourne Braves baseball team. See all our cars and trucks at martychevrolet.com, and go Braves.
This is JKG. You're listening to the Bourne Braves Broadcast Network.
We've stretched it out for McKeon Park. Now the chicken dance on the loudspeakers behind home plate. It's been a packed one and high intensity so far. Hyannis 8-5 lead as we head to the bottom of the 7th inning. Alongside Matt Scalzo, I'm Cam Manna. Happy you can join us on this Monday night. 6-7-8 here for Hyannis, and a new pitcher for Bourne, Mason Manriquez. His second appearance, the right-hander out of USF. That only appearance came against Hyannis the last game of the regular season. Went 1 2/3, 1 earned run, 2 hits on 2 strikeouts for him. And comes into a big spot here. The Harbor Hawks on the offensive side, 7 runs in their last 3 half innings, and they've taken that 3-run lead. Trey Lipsy, Eric Snow, Will Taylor, the 3 due up. And the first righty we'll see for Bourne. It was Smith and Lavelle so far. Matt, the 8 righties for Hyannis, now facing a righty here. Lipsy, one of those lefties.
Yeah, the lone lefty in this Hyannis order, and Manriquez will face him as the first batter he sees, and then you get into that string of what will be 9 straight lefties for Manriquez to face, and here Bender's going to go out and have a conversation with him ahead of this, make sure they're on the same page. This is a crucial next 2 innings here for Bourne, especially on the pitching staff. You want to keep it where it is, and you're going to need your offense to kick it into gear, find that same rhythm that they had through those 3 innings in 3, 4, and 5 to give yourself a shot here in game 1.
Lipsy set in the box. Manriquez set on the bump. He'll work from the stretch. A long look in, the high leg kick. First pitch, fastball blooped out of play, third base side. Manriquez replacing Lavelle. Lavelle went 1 2/3 innings pitched, 4 hits, 2 runs both earned, 1 walk, and 3 Ks. Lights on, dark skies here from McKeon Park. High intensity in game 1 of the West Finals. No balls, 1 strike. Here's the offering. This one clipped back hard once again, third base side. Quickly 0-2 to Lipsy. Lipsy had the go-ahead home run in the 5th inning. Big 2-run blast to left field down the line, 324, and Lipsy just putting it out. Manriquez leans over, agrees with the sign from the first base side of the rubber. He'll set. Here's the 0-2 pitch to Lipsy. Fastball way outside, 1-2. The long ball's been on display here once again. Shorter fences and dimensions here from McKeon Park. 4 home runs total. 1-2 pitch. This one fouled back. Lipsy stays alive. Matt and I and our producer Ryan talked pregame about the over-under for home runs. We set it at 2.5. I punched the over. Obviously no money on the line for this, but. And Lipsy with one of those home runs. In a 1-2 hole here, Manriquez sets once again. Here's the pitch. Fastball low. Lipsy, did he offer? No, he did not. Says Christopher Scott at third base. Moves the count to 2-2. Normal depth here for the Bourne defense. Nobody out in the bottom of the 7th inning. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Manriquez, the pitch, fastball, got him on the inside corner. First batter and first strikeout for Manriquez out of the bullpen. There's one away.
Exactly how you want to start it here if you're Manriquez. Get through the lone lefty and you put him down on strikes. It's huge. Doesn't get any easier as you face your USF teammate in Eric Snow now. Manriquez didn't get a whole lot of time to pitch this spring, but these two know each other.
First pitch to the righty, Snow, is low. Snow with 2 hits and 2 RBIs so far. 6 RBIs now in the postseason for Snow. Has turned it on here in the playoffs. Stands in the back of the box. 1-0 pitch, hard ground ball, left field. It's past Eblin and a base hit. Snow takes the turn at first base, his 3rd hit here tonight, and wins the battle of USF between Manriquez. We've seen some team battles so far in this one. Tristan Smith, the starter, faced off against his teammate was going to bat here, and Will Taylor. Now a new hitter in Nick Mitchell. Right on cue, they make a change. So Nick Mitchell, a lefty. Taylor, the righty. So Hyannis going platoon here. Bourne brings in their first righty, and the Harbor Hawks and Eric Beatty, their manager, switch it up. Nick Mitchell out of Western Illinois University has a runner on here with 1 out. Manriquez, first pitch, fastball outside corner, called strike. Mitchell, an all-star. Started his summer with YD, then came to Hyannis, batting .258 on his whole entire summer. Manriquez, a look at first, 0-1 pitch, fastball once again, that one at 92 on the outer half, 0-2. Bourne in double play depth, Vastine and Grauer up the middle. Eblin a few steps back at third, Contreras holding on the runner in Snow at first. No balls, 2 strikes. Long look from Manriquez. Here's the pitch, fastball, ground ball, right side. It's into right field for a base hit. Snow, a big turn at second base, will take the turn. Diggs the throw to third base. This one is on the money. Kendall Diggs. It's been the glove all summer long. Now the arm. A strike to third base. Guns out Snow. That's out number 2. And looks like Eblin a little bit banged up on that play with the tag at third base. Came up limping, but he'll take his position once again here with 2 outs.
I think my consensus from this summer is you don't want to test Kendall Diggs in the outfield. We've seen him make those spectacular plays, like you said, 2 SC top 10 catches, and now with that arm, we saw him throw at a runner at Dorn Park trying to tag from first to second, and now a strike.
Runner going first pitch, a called strike. Bender, it's spiked. The tag from Grauer not in time. Bender spiked the throw, but the one hop got there quick, and Grauer, one of the quicker tags that you'll see. Close call at the bag. Mitchell with the stolen base. His 8th on his summer. And Hyannis, that 9th run in scoring position here. And Elijah Hainline, it's his chance. Hainline so far 0 for 2, walked back in the 5th. And time called here from Bender, going to talk to Manriquez. Looks like just a sign conflict between the two and just a quick conversation. Bender back to home plate. But what a throw from Kendall Diggs. Snow just a hesitated turn at second base. Took the turn and went full commit to third, but Diggs a one-hopper into Eblin. May stop the threat here in the bottom of the 7th. The Harbor Hawks have that 8-5 lead. No balls, 1 strike here to Hainline with 2 outs. Here's the pitch from Manriquez. Hainline, a ground ball towards Vastine at short. A weird hop, and it rolls into left center field. The turn from Mitchell at third base. He will score. Elijah Hainline, his 2nd hit here in the postseason. It's an RBI single, and the Harbor Hawks in front 9-5.
That's just an unfortunate play for Vastine, Manriquez, and this entire Bourne team. That's a ground ball straight to Vastine at second. And it takes that strange hop as it hits the infield dirt, and it just shoots straight right.
Looked routine for Vastine, and that just weird lip just shot to the left side of Vastine and way over his head. Top of the order here at Zach Earhart, the righty. Before the first pitch, a pick over, caught in hot water is Hainline, and that will end the inning. No pitches to Earhart. Hainline just took a lead and then went down on one knee. He was gunned on the pickoff from Manriquez. And that ends the bottom of the 7th inning. 1 run once again for the Harbor Hawks. They have 8 runs in their last 4 half innings on the offensive side. Elijah Hainline, the RBI single, makes it 9-5. Top 8 coming up. Some work to do for the Bravos when we return on the Bourne Braves Broadcast Network.
BourneBraves.org, the official website of the Bourne Braves, is your one-stop shop for everything Bravos. From directions to the ballpark, the full game schedule, team information, game recaps, roster news, and more. BourneBraves.org is the place to go for information on your favorite team on the Cape.
This is Bourne Braves Baseball on the Bourne Braves Radio Network. You can listen to all 22 Braves regular season contests away from Doran Park here on our YouTube live stream. Can't make it to Chatham? Too worn out for Wareham? Too busy for Brewster? Not to worry, just search the Bourne Braves on YouTube, sit back, relax, and enjoy a summer night listening to your favorite team on the Cape.
Cape Cod Healthcare is proud to be the official healthcare sponsor of the Cape Cod Baseball League. And with 6 convenient urgent care centers across Cape Cod from Falmouth to Orleans, we're ready to treat a wide variety of minor illnesses and injuries, so you can get back to your regular scheduled summer plans quickly. Open daily with no appointment needed and staffed by board-certified ER providers. View wait times at capecodhealth.org. Cape Cod Health Urgent Care, minor emergencies, major attention.
Top of the 8th inning here from McKeon Park. Game 1 of the West Finals, and the Harbor Hawks pick up another run. A 9-5 Hyannis lead. Carter Lovaz back in the bump. 4-5-6 first pitch to the righty Derek Bender. It's a called strike on the off speed. Bender 0 for 3 so far. Struck out back in the 5th, looking to turn around his postseason. Lovaz from the windup. 0-1. Bender chops this one off his shin. Rolled right at Cameron Smith, would have been a routine play. Makes it 0-2. 8 runs for Hyannis in their last 4 half innings. It was a Bourne lead early on. Hyannis got the first run of the second. Bourne was in front 4-1, but Hyannis crawling back little by little. 0-2 to Bender, high in the air, way to the backstop. Not even a chance for the catcher in Thompson, who tried to leap for that one. Second inning of work here for Lovaz. Looking to keep it where it is for Hyannis late in this one. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Pitch to Bender, ground ball down the line at third base. It's into left field. Bender, a big turn at first base. This ball's in the corner. Picked up in the bullpen from Lipsy, and Bender parking into second base. It's a leadoff double here in the top of the 8th.
That's exactly what you need if you were Bourne. And especially for Derek Bender, was your top hitter during the regular season. In the postseason, his bat's fallen quiet. That's his first hit since game 1 against Katuitt. Huge for him to get going, and now you need the rest of the order to follow suit. Just chip away little by little.
Big hit there for Bender, much needed for the Bourne catcher. Brings up the lefty Kendall Diggs. Lovaz now to the stretch. A long look into Diggs, a look at Bender. First pitch, fastball up and outside, 1-0. Diggs 1 for 3, a single in the 6th inning, his second hit here in the playoffs. Shortstop and Gazdar holding on Bender right behind him at second base. Lovaz sets, a look once again at Bender. 1-0 to Diggs, chin music inside, 2 balls, no strikes. Bourne with that late magic on Saturday. Down 4-0 against the Kettleers. came back. Josh Krutograuer in the 11th, a walk-off sac fly. And Bourne needs that fairy dust here against Hyannis. 2 balls, no strikes. Lovaz the pitch to Diggs. Fastball down Broadway. 2-1. Third baseman in Smith shaded over at the bag. Middle infield pinching here for the Harbor Hawks. Big spot here for Kendall Diggs in search of his first RBI here in the postseason. Lovaz sets. 2-1 pitch. Fastball upstairs. Diggs held back. 3-1. Garrett Michelle waits on deck. Had the solo home run in the 4th inning. Few waves of the bat here for Diggs. Lovaz sets. 3 balls, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. Fastball up and away. Ball 4. 5-pitch walk for Kendall Diggs. The walk machine. Had that big throw in the bottom half of the 7th to gun the runner at third base. And gives Bourne first and second with nobody out. Garrett Michelle, the lefty at the plate. And Eric Beatty, now the field manager for Hyannis, comes out of the third base dugout. 2 pitchers warming up for Hyannis, and he'll pick one of them. He'll signal to the bullpen here for the Harbor Hawks. But Bourne in striking distance right here. Trailing 9-5, 2 runners on with nobody out. Garrett Michelle will be the hitter. When we return, we'll get you the new pitcher here on the Bourne Braves Broadcast Network.
The Bourne Braves organization is looking for families willing to host 1 or 2 players for the Cape League season. It generally runs from the first week in June to early August, and the bond between many host families and their players extend beyond the summer and form lifelong friendships. If you're interested in learning more about this opportunity, visit bournebraves.org.
Braves fans living on the Cape far from Doran Park? Too far of a drive to make the trip west on any given night? Well, don't worry, because the Braves are coming to you. The Bravos' full slate of games includes trips to all East destinations, including Orleans, Chatham, Brewster, Harwich, and Yarmouth, as well as West Division road trips to Cotuit, Hyannis, down south to Falmouth, and off Cape to Wareham. So wherever you are located on Cape Cod, the Braves will be in your area and are a can't-miss family fun activity. To see the Bravos' full schedule, head over to our website, bournebraves.org, and come join the fun.
Cape Cod Healthcare is proud to be the official healthcare sponsor of the Cape Cod Baseball League. And with 6 convenient urgent care centers across Cape Cod from Falmouth to Orleans, we're ready to treat a wide variety of minor illnesses and injuries, so you can get back to your regular scheduled summer plans quickly. Open daily with no appointment needed and staffed by board-certified ER providers. View wait times at capecodhealth.org. Cape Cod Health Urgent Care, minor emergencies, major attention.
Big spot here for the Bravos in the top of the 8th inning. First and second, nobody out. Garrett Michelle will be the hitter. And Dennis Collerin, the right-hander, standing at 6'4" at a Northeastern, will be the pitcher. 4-0 on 9 appearances so far. This will be his 10th out of the bullpen. 13 innings so far for him, 18 strikeouts to 9 walks. His last appearance came against Wareham on August 1st, when 1 inning, no hits, no runs, 3 strikeouts on the 1-2-3. Big spot here for Collerin out of the bullpen. He'll be the 4th pitcher for the Harbor Hawks. And comes in as Carter Lovaz put 2 runners on. The double from Bender and the walk from Diggs. And Garrett Michelle, the solo home run in the 4th. He's 1 for 3. 9-5 Hyannis. But the story of these battles, the offense, does not go away until the game's over. First pitch, Michelle shows bunt. He pulls it back. It's a called strike. Bender and Diggs were off the bag. Bender holding up, not going. Corner's now in here for Hyannis. Middle infield pinching. Collerin from the stretch, first base side of the rubber. 0-1 pitch to Michelle, popped up high in the air. Third base side, this one towards the stands and out of play. Bourne an idea there to go small ball, but they hold back, and then Michelle not showing bunt on the next pitch. Michelle, 4 RBIs here in the postseason with 2 home runs. Huge chance here for him. No balls, 2 strikes. The pitch, swing and a miss. Dennis Colleran out of the bullpen. First batter he sees. It's a strikeout, out number 1.
And Colleran's a hard-throwing righty, 98 miles an hour on the pitch to Michelle. Huge difference from Lovaz, who is going maybe topping out around 90. And now he comes in, he's just throwing heat.
First pitch to the righty, New Contreras. It's a fastball outside. About an 8 to 9 mile per hour fastball difference. That one at 98 once again. Contreras is 0 for 3, reached on a fielder's choice in the 6th. Colleran sets, 1-0 pitch, wave and a miss. Contreras late on the fastball, back to 98 from the righty. Contreras 0 for 3 here in the playoffs so far. A chance to turn it around right here. Colleran, the high leg kick, the 1-1 pitch, cut on and missed once again. Makes it 1-2.
And Contreras was late on both those swings. Just comes in so much quicker.
Dennis Colleran, the fastball so far. The 1-2 fastball once again. This one off the mark on the outside corner. Makes it 2-2. Bender off second with a 2-step lead. Diggs off first. Ike not holding him on. Contreras, the 2-2 to him. Pops this one up, first base side, right field. This one towards the line, and Earhart, no chance for him. This one drops foul. Contreras came on late in the regular season, finished batting .292 with 9 RBIs. Looking to boost his postseason right here. Long look in here for Colleran. Leaning over on his left leg, trying to get this sign from Thompson. Wonder what the pitch clock here. Contreras and Colleran now set. The 2-2 pitch, wave and a miss. 2 fastballs. Now jolts and goes to the off speed. Back-to-back punch-outs for Colleran. And there's 2 away here in the top of the 8th.
There's a spot here for Bourne where you need a hit. You don't want to have 2 runners on, nobody out, and then come away empty-handed.
First pitch to the righty, Sam Peterson's a swing and a miss. That fastball once again from Colleran. Colleran looking to put 3 batters down. They need 3 outs. 0-1 pitch. Peterson, a line drive, right field. This one down in right center field. Bender the wave at third base. The throw in from Mitchell is not in time. There it is for Bourne. The RBI single from Sam Peterson. His 5th this postseason. And Bourne cuts the Hyannis lead to 3. It's 9-6.
That's huge for Peterson. Was 0 for 3 coming into this, and we had touched on how big he was in that Katuitt series, and now he finds his swing again, that fastball, jamming him inside. Keeps his hands through, lifts it out towards right center, and some deja vu.
First pitch to Pete Giuffredo, fastball right at the knees, a called strike.
Mitchell had gunned out Bender at the last meeting here at McKeon Park, but the throw from center just a tad too far.
0-1, popped up, third base side, out of play towards the Hyannis bullpen. And Colleran, 1 strike away from getting out of this inning. Bourne trails by 3. Giuffredo, 1 for 1 so far, 2 walks and the solo home run in the 3rd. That swing here could tie up the game. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Fastball above the letters to Giuffredo, 1-2. 2 strikeouts for Colleran, then the RBI single from Peterson. Scores Bender. Diggs off second, Peterson off first. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Fastball up and away once again. And Giuffredo works it back. 2s all around. Long look in from Colleran. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 away. The claps begin. Here's the pitch. Giuffredo dribbles it foul in the box and stays alive. First start here in the postseason for Giuffreda. And something about McKeon Park, the place for Pete. Diggs that two-step lead off second, Peterson off first. Tying run at the plate. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 away. The pitch, off speed, got him, strike 3. 3 punch-outs for Dennis Colleran. The hard-throwing righty goes to the off-speed once again, puts down Giuffreda to end the top of the 8th. Bourne gets 1 on the Sam Peterson RBI single. They make it 9-6. We'll head to bottom 8 here from McKeon Park.
Not being able to make it to Doran Park is no excuse to miss the Braves in action. You can watch every Bravos home game live on the Bourne Braves television network. From stellar pitching performances, dazzling defensive plays, and big-time power displays, you can catch it all from the comfort of your home. It's your favorite Cape League team live on your screen. Just head to the Bourne Braves YouTube and join the fun.
You can catch the Bourne Braves all summer long at Doran Park. With more than 20 home games this season, Braves baseball is just a short drive away, whether you're on site, bournebraves.org.
Marty Chevrolet, your dealer for the people, proudly supports the Bourne Braves baseball team. See all our cars and trucks at martychevrolet.com, and go Braves.
We head to the bottom of the 8th inning here from McKeon Park, a 9-6 Hyannis lead. Bourne gets 1 back in the top of the 8th on the Sam Peterson RBI single, his 5th here in the playoffs. It's game 1 of the West Finals. And as we get later on in this one, the intensity comes to a different level. 2-3-4 here for the Harbor Hawks. Mason Manriquez back on the bump. Second full inning of work for Manriquez, allowed 1 run in that 7th inning. Top of the order actually here for Hyannis. It's Zach Earhart. First pitch, pops it up high in the infield. Eblin and Vastine going back, now shading towards left field. Vastine calling off Eblin. They make the scary catch down the line and left. That's out number 1.
That was a towering pop-up, got above the lights. We saw what that did before, where that double from, it was Earhart, got up above the lights. Peterson, Giuffreda couldn't find it. Now you get that first out. You need to keep it where it is here if you're Manriquez. Got to give your offense a shot.
Now it's John Gazdar, the 2-hitter. Righty on righty matchup. Manriquez from the stretch. First pitch. It's a fastball called strike.
Yeah, and the reason it was Earhart is because Hainline was picked off, and Earhart didn't even see a pitch.
No balls, 1 strike. Off speed comes in for Manriquez. A called strike of the knees. Quickly 0-2. Gazdar 1 hit so far in the 6th. Walked and scored in the 5th. Went down twice before that. Manriquez, a long look in. The 0-2, breaking ball, slow roll right back at Manriquez. Picks it up, fires a hard throw to first base. It's in time for out number 2.
And for Manriquez, he's been good tonight. It's just unfortunate that that RBI single from Hainline was just took that strange hop away from Vastine that brought in a run. There's a couple plays that think about how if it went the other way, maybe this game is a lot closer than it is.
Here's the 3-hitter, Cameron Smith. Manriquez. First pitch, fastball popped out of play. Smith, a big RBI in that 5th inning. Huge double down the line. That was the start for Hyannis in that 5th inning. 5 runs on the board. Manriquez looking for a 1-2-3 here in the bottom of the 8th. His 0-1 offering. Fastball, hard, foul ball, and lined out of play first base side. Top 9 coming up. Bourne will trail by 3 here in game number 1. But they'll have top of the order coming up. Smith widens the stance with 2 strikes. Manrique has the look in. Here's the pitch. Fastball, deep drive to right field. Diggs going back towards the warning track at the wall. He makes the catch in the shade of the wall. Big play from Kendall Diggs. Manriquez, a 1-2-3, bottom of the 8th. Top 9 coming up here from McKeon Park. Game 1 of the West Finals. Last chance for the Bravos. We're going to keep this one going when we return on the Bourne Braves Broadcast Network.
BourneBraves.org, the official website of the Bourne Braves, is your one-stop shop for everything Bravos. From directions to the ballpark, the full game schedule, team information, game recaps, roster news, and more. BourneBraves.org is the place to go for information on your favorite team on the Cape.
This is Bourne Braves Baseball on the Bourne Braves Radio Network. You can listen to all 22 Braves regular season contests away from Doran Park here on our YouTube live stream. Can't make it to Chatham? Too worn out for Wareham? Too busy for Brewster? Not to worry. Just search the Bourne Braves on YouTube, sit back, relax, and enjoy a summer night listening to your favorite team on the Cape.
Marty Chevrolet, your dealer for the people, proudly supports the Bourne Braves baseball team. See all our cars and trucks at martychevrolet.com, and go Braves.
This is JKG. You're listening to the Bourne Braves Broadcast Network.
Last chance for the Bravos here in game number 1 of the West Finals. Dennis Colleran on the bump here. Hyannis in front, 9-6. Top of the order for the Braves. It's Jonathan Vastine. Colleran from the windup here, his first full inning of work. Here's his first pitch. Vastine clips it back out of play. Alongside Matt Scalzo, I'm Cam Manna. Happy you could join us here in an intense one from McKeon Park. Game number 2 tomorrow night from Dorn Park. No balls, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. Fastball low at 96 from Colleran. 1-1. Vastine 1 for 3. The sac fly in the 5th. Looking to propel Bourne here in the top of the order. 1-1. This one dribbled back. It's 1-2. Josh Kroeger-Grauer and Bryce Eblin to follow. The exact part of the order that Bourne wants here to crawl back. Loud claps here from McKeon Park. Colleran sets. The 1-2 pitch. Fastball blooped out of play once again. Vastine staying alive. Colleran back to 96. He was at 98 in the top of the 8th inning. Vastine chokes up here with 2 strikes. 1-2 count. Colleran kicks in deep.
All of those pitches prior to Vastine, and he switches it up with that breaking ball. Just down low, gets the chase.
First pitch to JKG. Fastball outside. Kroeger-Grauer, 2 for 4. But the 2-run home run in the 3rd inning gave the Bravos the lead. His 2nd of the postseason. The righty stands tall. Colleran. 1-0 pitch. Fastball at the letters, a called strike. Both teams went 2-0 with sweeps in the West semifinals. One team has to lose here in game 1. 1-1 pitch. It's an off-speed low. Kroeger-Grauer shakes his head. 2-1. Colleran, the long look in. High leg kick, 2-1. Fastball up and away. Back at 96 for him, and Kroeger-Grauer working a battle here. Trying to get on base for Bourne on a 3-1 count. Colleran agrees with the sign. Fires on the pitch, fastball at the belt, works it full. Can the hero of the postseason so far for Bourne come up big once again? Bryce Eblin waits on deck. 3-2-1 away. The pitch, off speed, just outside. Sigh of relief for the Braves. Kroeger-Grauer takes off all the accessories. He'll head down to first. And with one away, it's Bryce Eblin.
The third baseman from Alabama, number 9, Bryce Eblin.
And that, Bryce Eblin, another big spot we saw on Saturday, 9th inning, down to the final strike. It was Eblin as that hero matching up with JKG.
Yeah, now you need him just to keep this inning going. Just need to find a way on base. It's the name of the game right here for Bourne, is keep this inning going.
First pitch to the lefty. It's a fastball in the attic, 1-0. Eblin 3 for 4, 3 singles in his first 3 at-bats. Middle infield pitching here for the Harbor Hawks and Gazdar and Hainline. Collar from the stretch. Here's the pitch. This one clipped back. Big swing from Eblin. 1-1. Eblin now 6 hits on his postseason. 3 RBIs as well. And 18 straight games for Eblin with a hit. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 away. The pitch, Eblin swinging a miss, and his bat goes flying over the dugout on the Bourne side. Oh, man. For a second, I thought I was watching the baseball going flying there, but Eblin, I'll have to go grab a new piece of lumber, maybe fetch that one towards all the grass area behind the dugout. Quick pause here, Madden, in such a big spot.
Yeah, big spot here in the game, and Eblin, a big swing, just lost the handle on it. Kind of a sticky night, a little moisture building.
We've seen Bourne lose many bats, mostly at Dorn Park. But there for Eblin, fixing up a new bat on the first base side, getting that pine tar going. He'll be in a 1-2 hole. Carter Growers stayed put at first base. And here's Eblin walking back to the lefty's batter's box. Derek Bender on deck. He'll be the tying run if it gets to him. That's if Bryce Eblin gets on. Third baseman and Smith shaded 9 steps away from the bag. Middle infield pinching once again for Hyannis. Colleran back in the bump looking in. Bryce Eblin steps in the box. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 away here in the top of the 9th. Here's the pitch. Fastball clipped back, and Eblin stays alive. 11 hits for Bourne, 12 for the Harbor Hawks. 9-6 ball game here in game 1. The claps once again from the Hyannis faithful. The 1-2, ground ball, first base side, into right field, it's a base hit. JKG gets the stop sign at second. Eblin, his 4th hit here tonight. First and second for Bourne. And the tying run, Derek Bender to the plate.
Something about Bryce Eblin and 2 strike counts. Similar spot to last night, almost identical minus the 2 outs, but keeping that inning going.
You can hear the Let's Go Braves chants on the first base side. Derek Bender steps in with 1 out. First pitch to the righty. It's clipped back out of play. You under the leash here for Dennis Colleran. A lefty warming up in the bullpen for Hyannis. And now the Let's Go Hawks chants on the third base side. A battle on the field and here in the stands. No balls, 1 strike. The pitch, wave and a miss from Bender. Out in front of the breaking ball. 0-2. Bender doubled in the 8th. That scored that run for Bourne to cut this lead to 3. Colleran back to the stretch, a look at second. The 0-2, wave and a miss. The rocket arm. He'll go to the off speed. His 5th punch out. And Bourne down to their final out here in the top of the 9th. Kendall Diggs, the chance is his. Has reached base twice, singled in the 6th inning. Still that tying run. Carter Grauer off second, Eblin off first. First pitch, fastball, called strike on the inside corner. Bourne looking for that comeback miracle once again. The 0-1. Diggs Drive, center field, but right at Nick Mitchell. It's a can of corn, and that's the ball game. The Harbor Hawks take game number 1 here at home over the Bravos. 9-6 your final, and Hyannis one step closer from heading back to the championship round for the first time in 13 years.
And that's just a tough game for Bourne. Tough pill to swallow as well. You hold that lead. You had a 5-2 lead in the 5th, and you go back to it. 5 runs, highlighted by that 2-run home run from Trey Lipsy. And it's just one of those games we saw earlier in the season where Bourne finds a way to that hot start. And Hyannis just put its offense together in that 5th inning. And an inning that Tristan Smith and Justin Lavelle would like to have back. Tristan Smith, you had that confidence with him as a starter, and we've seen it in the playoffs that these top arms just run into a little bit of trouble, and that's what happened tonight.
Matt, it may be fair to say here for the Braves, and we talk about postseason baseball, the room for error is so much less. Bourne the offense early after that 4-run lead. They had the offense with the home runs, 3 of those for them. Crota Grauer. We saw Garrett Michelle and Pete Trufretta, but just those little plays, the walks and the wild pitches, Hyannis just took advantage.
Yeah, and there were some other little plays in there. The fly ball to left center where Peterson, Trufretta couldn't find it. That became a run in the 6th. In the 7th, you saw another run come across on a strange hop. So that's 2 runs right there that, maybe you're looking at a 1-run deficit rather than 3. And even then, it still wouldn't have been enough for Bourne. You got that run in the 8th inning, but it's just that 5 spot that there were plays in there that you would have liked to have back. Those walks like you alluded to for Smith. He had 4 of them. We hadn't seen him issue out walks like he did tonight. It just wasn't his night pitching. It wasn't Bourne's night overall. But their offense was there. You had 12 hits. Only got 6 runs to show for it. But like after that 3rd inning, we saw a lot of those single hits and not enough runs to come across to score.
Matt, Bourne's first loss of the postseason. Tomorrow night at Dorn Park, an elimination game, the first time that we'll see. Well, our whole team will be on the call tomorrow night from Dorn Park. For our producer, Ryan Bridges, Ali Navarrete, and Mojo Hill, who you heard from on Before the Bravos. Alongside Matt Scalzo, I'm Cam Manna. Hyannis victorious 9-6. We'll say goodnight from McKeon Park.